to commence.
I opened my email after posting my thanks to President Trump for pardoning Tina Peters. Demons howled. Tim Johnson wrote, "She's not pardoned, you effing moron. Do you not understand how the law works, you idiot? Seriously consider suicide." Oh, the mail I get. Tim, this episode is for you. My mind races to the cold plains of Colorado. The kind of cold that bites like a promise unkept. Tina Peters sits in prison, a woman who had touched the forbidden files of an election gone wrong. I imagine sparse Christmas decorations in the warden's office, while overweight prison guards clock in for their shift. Tina had copied the records, preserved the truth of votes shifted in the night like shadows fling light.
The election records that I preserved, I'm the only one in Colorado that preserved the 2020 election records. All the rest of them in this state were erased.
For that, the state had chained her, called it crime.
Yes, you are a charlatan, and you cannot help but lie, as easy it is for you to breathe. And prison is for those folks where we send people who are a danger to all of us, whether it be by the pen or the sword or the word of the mouth.
But truth is no crime. It is the bone of the republic. Donald Trump knows this. He once posted, "He who saves his country does not violate any law." He pardoned Tina on December 11th, 2025, a full and free pardon for offenses against the United States, signed formal on the 5th, before her attorney Peter Ticton's desperate letter landed on the 6th, pleading for mercy in what critics call a lost cause. I confess that even I have defended the president's inaction on a pardon, not seeing a clear legal path. Colorado, that rogue center post of the Union, spat on Trump's pardon. State crimes, they said.
Will she be released by the state of Colorado while this plays out?
No, there's no legal authority for any federal government action to take a prisoner who's in state custody.
If you are plugged into the matrix, there is no path. Elections are safe and secure. Biden got 81 million votes. Our country has not been usurped by traitors. The snake news repeats the feed over and over. But when you unplug, see the slime, a different picture emerges. The problem is resolved by revisiting the civil rights movement. Men and women with a different skin color were denied the fullness of their humanity, unable to go to the same schools as whites. Racist governors cried states' rights in defiance of federal law, while civil rights icons emerged. Fast forward to today, and we have the ultimate civil rights icon in the making, though no one seems to grasp it yet. Tina Peters fought for all Americans, none of them treated equally under the law because the black boxes fractionalized the vote. We all became less than human. Presidents before stood up to tyrants masquerading under the guise of states' rights and separation of power. Black men and women liberated through a show of force after the Insurrection Act was declared. If you have followed me at all, then you know that I believe Trump told us he left office in April of 2020 in shadow, invoking continuity of government under Presidential Policy Directive 40.
If you look at the arrow in the bottom, that's the lowest level, the one on the bottom, heavy red arrow. And that was my last week in office.
The quiet law that bids the government endure, devolving powers to the faithful when the center cracks. No fanfare. Just the president's word, secret as a loaded rifle in the night. This was war, hidden but real. Not the thunder of Gettysburg, but the soft coo of rigged tallies and silenced witnesses. Antifa's designation as a terrorist organization had shown the way. where anarchists and their funders have been traced to Venezuelan narcs, another designated terrorist organization, both tied to Smartmatic machines. They contain the slave master's code, toppling countries without a single shot fired, all laid bare like guts on a table. An important nexus point? Eric Coomer, the Dominion whisperer with his Antifa ink, lurked as one of the Smartmatic architects, his hands deep in the fraud's dark weave, while Peters paid the price for pulling the thread. Now she, the clerk who cracked the code through sheer courage, rotted for her virtue, exposing the treason Coomer and his kind had wrought. Trump had vowed it plain. Truckloads of evidence coming.
The election was rigged in 2020. We have all the ammunition, all the stuff, and you'll see it come out. It's coming out.
Just days later, on the 15th, Trump stood at the podium and laid it bare.
The governor of Colorado is a weak and pathetic man who was run by Tren de Aragua, the criminals from Venezuela, took over sections of Colorado, and he was afraid to do anything. But he puts Tina in jail for 9 years because she caught people cheating.
That same day, he signed the order classifying fentanyl a weapon of mass destruction. Do you see the threads coming together? Tina is a hostage to illegitimate usurpers, aiders, and abettors, with captured courts playing the delay game as her body and mind withers. Plugged into the matrix, Tina must wait. Unplugged from the lie, Tina can be rescued. The plan is simple. Liberate first, play lawyer second. Men of action have done so before, and that's the topic for today. The immediate liberation of Tina Peters, a plain reckoning. Step 1. Trump acknowledges the shadow continuity of government, live since April of 2020. That Fool's Day marked the fracture, the signal in the chart Trump waved after the Butler shot grazed him. Continuity of government under PPD 40 hums on until the mission of saving the Republic is accomplished.
And that was my last week in office.
Bunkers at Cheyenne Mountain remain alert. Space Force continues to scan servers from Serbia to Caracas. No need to stir it anew. Just a quiet memo to the Joint Chiefs, calling forth any dormant commands to loyal generals. This cracked the vaults, presidential emergency action documents, the veiled scripts for unbroken rule and crisis. With continuity of government enduring, Trump, our republic, holds a wartime edge, though bent under the weight of its own shadows. Woven tight with continuity of government secrecy, the Insurrection Act stands ready. That blunt tool from Washington's time, known to the public like a rifle in plain sight. No hidden signals here. A proclamation could rally the people, make the move clear as day. Trump could blend them. Continuity of government for the unseen hand, guiding from the depths while the act brought troops to the surface, federalizing the guard without a governor's nod. This dual strike pierces obstacles, posse comitatus yielding under the act's weight, public eyes seeing justice march, not lurk. We know that the posse comitatus act serves as a bar on troops policing civilians. Trump had spoken of the Insurrection Act often, the fire in his voice a match to dry grass.
George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Grover Cleveland, George Bush, and others all used the armed forces to keep domestic order and peace.
Trump laid the conditions bare. If people died while judges or mayors held up the law, he could act. Tina is dying in a cell while lawlessness abounds. Policing civilians is one thing. What about policing the police? Or deposing prison guards? Or a warden? What does history say about a conflict between a commander-in-chief and a governor offering defiance? President Dwight D. Eisenhower at Little Rock in 1957. Arkansas Governor Orville Faubus called out his state's National Guard to bar 9 black students, the Little Rock 9, from entering Central High School, defying the Supreme Court's Brown versus Board of Education ruling that ended school segregation. Eisenhower federalized the Arkansas Guard, removing it from Faubus's control, and sent 1,000 paratroopers from the 101st Airborne Division, Federal troops escorted the students past hostile crowds and local police who had failed to maintain order, directly overriding state resistance. For 9 individuals whose rights were violated, the Insurrection Act was invoked. Force crushed Arkansas. So too at the University of Mississippi in 1962. President John F. Kennedy deployed over 30,000 troops after Mississippi Governor Ross Barnett used state police and highway patrol to block black student James Meredith from enrolling, defying federal court orders.
James H. Meredith is formally enrolled at the University of Mississippi, ending one chapter in the federal government's efforts to desegregate the university. The town of Oxford is an armed camp, following riots that accompany the registration of the first Negro in the university's 118-year history. Much of this film record was destroyed when our cameraman, Gordon Yoder, was attacked, but he did salvage pictures of Governor Ross Barnett at the scene. The governor fought the court order long and bitterly before modifying his stand, saying Mississippi was overpowered by the federal government.
No man, however prominent or powerful, and no mob, however unruly or boisterous, is entitled to defy.
Nearly 6,000 troops patrol Oxford to maintain order, and arrests mount to more than 200 as smaller disturbances erupt the next day. Former Major General Edwin Walker, who came here from his home in Texas, is put under arrest and held in high bail on charges of inciting insurrection. He was flown to a federal prison hospital as relative calm settled on the town in the greatest crisis the South has faced since the Civil War.
Yes, even for one individual whose rights were violated, the Insurrection Act was invoked. Force crushed Mississippi. I say Tina is just as worthy. You see, the Help America Vote Act is civil rights legislation. The laws are already on the books. But where is the enforcement? As Fulton County admits, 315,000 votes were improperly counted. Now, think on this. Fulton County and Mesa County both use Dominion. Both have the same rig code. And at the University of Alabama in 1963, Governor George Wallace personally stood in the schoolhouse door, backed by Alabama state troopers, to prevent 2 black students, Vivian Malone and James Hood, from registering.
Just a minute. Just a minute.
The Deputy Attorney General of the United States. Proclamation, Governor, was signed by the President within the last hour.
And now, being mindful of my duties and responsibilities under the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Alabama, do hereby denounce and forbid this illegal and unwarranted action by the central government.
Sound familiar?
Tina Peters is coming with us. Will she be released by the state of Colorado while this plays out?
No, there's no legal authority for any federal government action.
I take it from that statement that you are going to stand in that door and that you are not going to carry out the orders of this court, and that you are going to resist us from doing so. Is that correct?
I stand upon the statement.
The consequences of your stand must rest with you. The choice is yours. I would ask you once again to responsibly step aside, and if you do not, I'm going to assure you that the orders of those courts will be enforced.
The National Guard is called in to enforce the president's order, and Governor Wallace steps aside.
This, then, is the moment when Governor George Wallace of Alabama walked away from the schoolhouse door.
Kennedy federalized the Alabama National Guard, which escorted the students past Wallace and his troopers, forcing compliance without major violence. The same would happen with the feckless governor of Colorado. Then there's the Atlanta Federal Penitentiary riot in 1987. President Ronald Reagan invoked the Insurrection Act for Cuban detainees holding hostages. Troops prepared, but not deployed, the threat alone bending the chaos. Step 2, the extraction. If Trump has the courage, he calls the Colorado Army National Guard to Title 10, 5,000 strong from the 5th Brigade. They roll at dawn, strikers humming on I-70, MPs in riot gear. No court in Denver could stop it. The act suspends posse comitatus like a lockpick clean. The practical snag? State police barricades, perhaps a governor's frantic call to arms. The solution? State police aren't made for such a conflict, but if necessary, honor the rules of engagement, non-lethal, tear gas, flashbangs, the fortitude of men who know right from rot. Echo Ulysses S. Grant in 1871, suspending habeas in Carolina counties, arresting Klansmen by the hundred. Federal troops dragged them from beds, trial swift under martial shadow. No bloodbath, just the weight of the Union. Joint Task Force, 500 MPs first, quiet approach to the prison gates. Ward notified at 0600. Federal custody transfer per insurrection proclamation. If resisted, the guard seals the yard, helicopters overhead from the 100th Aviation Regiment. Peters walks out at 0630 into a Black Hawk bound for Buckley Space Force Base. No shots, clean, fast. Where the brave move before the storm breaks. The legal hurdle, a small one. Colorado's suit in federal court, screaming federalism, dual sovereignty under the 10th Amendment. States own their crimes, they cry. Pardon power stops at the border. The answer? Military tribunal under the Military Commissions Act. For unlawful enemy combatants, here, state officials as digital belligerents in a color revolution. Polis, Weiser, Griswold, Coomer, and Venezuelan indictments under the Foreign Terrorist Organization label. Peters' evidence, that unprecedented dump from Mesa County, proved it. The act lets JAG officers, 600 nationwide, 20 in D.C., run sealed courts at bases like Fort Carson, admit classified DNI reports, no delays from captured judges. The enemy's counter-strategy? A habeas flood from ACLU lawyers. You see, Ex parte Milligan, an 1866 case, says tribunals are void where judges sit. The solution? The Assimilative Crimes Act. Folds state offenses into federal code on martial ground. With insurrection live, the prison becomes a federal enclave. Trump's plenary power under Article 2, Section 2, unlimited but for impeachment. The case Qschqql v. Reed, 1974, no conditions, no bounds. Ford freed Nixon preemptively. Carter amnestied the draft dodgers. Trump frees the truth-tellers. The historical brace. After Lincoln's assassination, President Andrew Johnson's Reconstruction amnesties from 1865 to 1868 blanketed the South in mercy, but only after federal troops held the line. I'm not in the mood for mercy, just a firing squad and a lot of bullets. Check in with me in 5 to 10. And then there's the practical bind. Expect a public firestorm. Blue governors howling tyranny. Trump speaks at Quantico, as he did months ago.
You know, that means 47, I'm 47. So I'm 45, 46, and 47, you know, if you think about it. I just don't want the credit for 46.
I am the 45th, 46th, 47th.
And if you don't like what I'm saying, you can leave the room. Of course, there goes your rank, there goes your future.
The Shadow War revealed. April Fools, no jest. The people see, not coup, but cure. At Fort Carson and a dozen other bases, under canvas and floodlight, the judges in black robes of justice. State DA, the judge who sentenced Peters.
And prison is for those folks where we send people who are a danger to all of us.
Indicted for seditious conspiracy. Evidence mounts. Guilty. Peters testifies free, her voice the Republic's. Obstacles lingered, ghosts in the wind, federalism's wall, the 10th Amendment reserving state powers. That could be answered by the Supremacy Clause, Article 6. Federal law trumps, especially in war. Civil relief would follow, voiding the false judgments built on lies. Settlements like Freeman and Moss against Giuliani, 148 million bled from a man who spoke truth, could shatter if tribunals proved fraud. Other victims, like Sidney Powell, Mike Lindell, Joe Altman, and the Hoff brothers, Joe and Jim, the Gateway pundit men, stood for the light, their suits reopened, countersuits for malicious prosecution. The 5 truth holders I mentioned, Giuliani with his mayor's grit, Powell, the lawyer who dared, Lindell, the pillow man unbowed, Altman, the tech CEO turned podcaster who heard the whispers, the Hoffs printing the forbidden, would lead the charge, their burdens lifted, The Republic mended in their wake. Let it be Christmas Eve when Tina Peters walks free. Let her step into the snow, a gift to her and to all patriots who held the line. She is worth the saving. The radical left will scream and spiral, their hissy fit loud as winter wind. But it will be stomped quick, clean as a boot on ice. All that bars her now is Trump forgetting he is the commander-in-chief. Listening to the fearful little men who whisper caution. It is time he leaves the shadows, speaks the truth plain. We have been at war since that April Fool's Day in 2020. The Republic waits for the brave to act. Mr. President, if you see this analysis was dreamed up by an unemployed professor and former prosecutor in his garage. No resources other than the mind God gave me. You still have cowards in the DOJ and FBI with small minds. For you and the country I love, sign me up. I'll serve for free. Also, my Substack is free for all, but I sure appreciate the sponsors that help me keep the lights on and these videos rolling out with no cluttered advertisements and no promo codes. We just hit 764 small dollar sponsors on our way, Lord willing, to 1,000. Consider supporting the cause or share this video with someone that needs to hear it. I'll be back as soon as I can with holiday obligations that may delay the next episode. But rest assured, I'll be back. Until then, God bless and good night.
All right, that's the professor there. Thank you, everybody. We're going to start our next one on us. Actually, we'll play one more. Actually, hold on, let's go right now. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. So, hello, everybody. Good to see you all out there. Kind of strange. Tim, unfortunately, got a little sick today, and we just got communication with him. But Juan's still going to come in, so we'll keep an eye out for him. Keep out. Thank you guys for setting out the live. I just made a post on Instagram and Facebook. If you guys could also share those, appreciate it. Or add some of your collaborators. If you guys are streaming into our Telegram channel for us too, I know some of y'all said that. Please also hop over to some of our other channels. It's linked in the channels, and go ahead and follow and like and stuff. That really helps the algorithms. Anybody here too with the JUAN O Savin crew too? Thanks guys for sharing all that out last time. It definitely boosted us way up there on all the algorithms, especially YouTube and whatnot too. So please hop in there if you guys are watching on our Telegram family on some of our channels. Make some comments if you don't mind, and share the live out anywhere on your socials. It'd be much appreciated. Thank you much. Juan's going to be here probably in the next 7 minutes or so, about 2:30. So last time we had a little mix up on our communication. So he's back. He's actually out in Italy. Man, I was really hoping Tim was going to come in here. I was kind of in my mind just saw him with us all day, so he didn't really know about it. And he's, not feeling well. So we'll carry the load.
Okay, so I think we should go over. There is someone that we want to talk about. I'm just looking for it right now in show staging, but I'll put it into Diggers. Is about our brother Sean. So I'm going to forward this in to Diggers, and we can just talk a little bit about it. I think that Age is going to give me some numbers too to call. I'm not sure if they're in here or not. Yes, it does. Okay, so if people know, we have a special non. His name is Sean, and we love him. And he has been a big part of the PUP project, big part of Qschqql, big part of our family. And he has some things that are going on with bed sores. Sean's in a wheelchair, and he's not getting the care that he needs. I did drop it in there if you want to pull it up.
What? Drop it what?
In Diggers about Sean.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, yeah. So, brother Sean, you guys, we've actually had him on. If you guys are with us on the Saturday evening, we actually funneled in a Telegram. He's also been on the restream, a couple of them. If you ever been with us, you guys been with us for a minute.
Yeah.
Eat the whole cookie, not a crumble. Prayers to Sean as well. Thank you for that.
Yeah. So just pull it up a second because it has a number, and we're going to do a call to action again.
Okay. Oh, wait, I didn't even have the Telegram thing up. That's what the dealio and Diggers. You said.
Yes.
Okay. And send brother Tim some love too if he's not feeling well. So
yes, and so I'm gonna drop this information. Just give me 1 second, and we'll put it in here.
Oh, no,
I don't see it. No.
Okay. All right. So here's a little flyer. I see the first one. Safety meeting. Safety meeting manager. Urgent for Sean. Sorry, brother Sean, the safety meeting manager himself. Safety meeting. I think there's a graphic with it. Here's safety meeting urgent for Sean, New Year's Eve. Pacific Gardens Nursing. And do you want to explain about this?
Yeah, so Sean, he's not getting the care that he needs. He's got some open bed wounds, and they're not getting cleaned, and it's really a serious condition. Kind of a deadly condition. And Sean has been, I mean, I don't know how many hours he's been there for so many people, and so if you could call, that would be great. And everybody just here's the information right here.
It's on the screen already. That kind of looks almost confusing. It's up there on the top.
Okay.
What I'm sharing. There you go.
So, just give.
Well, and then you want to explain. So, okay, it's not to get all the details, but he's in a really serious medical situation and stuff with, like open wound type situation. And
his bone is exposed,
yeah,
and
it's bad, but
he's not able to have surgery because it's just they need to get the right surgeons.
But why are we calling? Because they've been ignoring
they have
him
been
lately?
neglecting tending the wound.
Okay.
And so the main staff is not cleaning it, and so it's at risk of getting infection, which could be deadly for him. So if you could please call, that would be great.
Thank you guys. So there's that. That's also in Diggers there. We're reporting urgent patient safety neglect concern. Sean has a life-threatening wound with a wound vac NPWT. For those that know that in the professions, it was reportedly off for hours and restarted without proper wound care. And he was reportedly left sitting in waste while dealing with this wound, creating serious infection, sepsis risk. Okay, thank you. Not to get on the details, but it is guys, serious. This may violate federal nursing facility requirements. Go easy on them. Hopefully at first, you know what I mean? I don't have all the details, but definitely give them a call. We have that number up there. So screenshot it again, or we'll put it up there again, but 559-251-8463. It's Sean Roberts right there. And he's room 22, bed 2. How about that? He'll certainly love, he's the one that found the gematria. We need to make an acronym for the one he made for me.
And then
that
maybe
comes out
just pull up that part there, and I'll screenshot that
okay.
too.
Yeah, and then it's getting about time. Juan's gonna be popping in. Keep an eye out for him. Okay, so we'll go with that. We're gonna cover some other things, but we're probably getting a little short on time because interesting that Juan's out in Italy, and we are just talking about some y'all were, if any were in the Telegram chat, boots on the ground this morning. Jay, if you want to come join us, I mean, I don't know if to have a third, or if you like butter. We're going to be probably just listening with Juan. We talked about a while back, maybe me sharing screen while he's talking. I might do that. I might kind of relax my brain for a minute, kind of just focus on what he's saying. So we'll kind of let that play. Aaron said, Rachel Rightside Blonde helped too. She called and spoke to the supervisor. Oh, wow. Well, thank you then, Rachel, for sure.
Yes, thank you, Rachel.
Sounds like we got a lot of friends already doing that. So, I mean, just be mindful of that if you guys are going to call. Come with compassion. Someone said, I never heard this too, how you start the new year will be like how you have your whole year, obviously all of these stuffs, we know the year should start in the spring and stuff, but like I guess energetically, collectively, we're agreeing to this matrix calendar thing that, but set those intentions and stuff, but let's do that too. Let's end this year with compassion and love. And then even though we're going to demand accountability and whatnot, let's remember that love is what leads the way. And let's send love to our brother Sean, send him the prayers, and let's, hopefully all of our healthcare system becomes healthcare system. And, because they're not treated right too, the workers and all this stuff too. So we're going to pray for this whole system to get corrected and pray for our brother to feel better also.
Yes, that's great. And then also, what else we say? Oh, so if you guys have any questions for Juan, just put them into, you can go either, we'll put the ticker up here and show you where you can go. Put them into the chat, and then maybe just try and keep, the chat so that we can read it, so that it doesn't get full with a lot of stuff too. Any questions in there, so we are able to attend to them.
Okay.
So yeah. We're excited, guys.
Yeah.
I think big things are coming. What a time to actually interview Juan and to have him on, looking at the Professor Clement. And I feel like I need to watch that like 10 times because he goes through so much.
I know it's moving quick.
Like,
yeah.
They've really, obviously Trump has talked about the insurrection a lot and what could happen. I think that I saw that the National Guard is out in Louisiana. So on the streets there for Bourbon Street, I'm not sure why, but there's also some state of emergencies that we're having in other places like New York and kind of some other places with severe weather. So that might put into, the kind of I think, I don't know, factor of why the National Guard is out. And I think it's exciting times to think about Tina Peters and what that means to our country and her patriotism. And, being let's just put that up there real quick for everybody. I'm sure you all know Tina Peters, and I'm sure you all have called, but if you haven't, this is the number to sign for the petition right here. I'm going to hide this while we do that.
I got it. Yeah. So yeah, the petition here for Tina Peters. We've done this last few weeks. Y'all been with us. Thank you guys. I know y'all have taken action on that. Much appreciated. I saw your comment there too. Be the whole cookie, not a crumb. So reach out to like Mel on Telegram or whatever, or us. It's hard for me to check my messages, whatnot. So, or find us in the chat in there too. But thank you for the comments from all the different platforms. And again, sign these petitions. I'm not sure if we still need to do the phone calls. I mean,
we'll
she's still there.
She's still there. So let's call, and thank, be nice and polite like we are, and know that we're representing this whole movement when we do things, whether we're wearing a hat or whatever, so keep a smile on.
Put a smile on your face.
And thank him for President Trump giving Tina Peters a pardon, and that we would like to see Tina Peters free. So, that we'd like to see further action.
Yes, absolutely. Aaron, I see your comment. I think I might pull some of those. So yeah, got some good questions. We'll try some of them at the appropriate time. Jay, don't feel any pressure too, by the way. I saw you in there, but we'll handle ourselves. Juan should be in here any minute. Hopefully all that goes well. Italy, pretty interesting too with the how many people too know about this? I don't know if they know this. I think I have this document on. Ooh, do I have it on my computer or not? I guess I could just look it up like I did. There's a little situation with Italy in the 2020 election. I don't know how many people know this, so let me see.
Yes, you do need to call by 3 p.m., Cindy. So, yeah, everybody needs to call by 3 p.m. They have kind of a closed, time.
3 p.m. Eastern time?
Eastern time, right. So that's in half hour, I think.
Half hour, yep. 27 minutes or so.
Yeah.
So let's see this spa affidavit. I bet you most people don't know about this. Where are they hiding this thing from me?
What are you looking for?
The Leonardo spa, the satellite system, and the guy's affidavit on the 2020 election. We were talking about that this morning. It's so frustrating because I have it on my old social medias, but I lost all my photos on certain devices and stuff. So we'll bring that up again. He's in Italy, so that's Vatican's there. Some other connections too. So that's actually one of the. Why do I feel like Italy's for Five Eyes? They're not though. That's so strange to me. I want to put Italy in there. Yeah, Italy with the voting system. Serbia too. Germany, but Italy specifically with the Leonardo spa. I'm looking for the affidavit. These bastards. I don't know why I have Bing comes up being stupid.
Someone had asked earlier if there is statute of law limitations on for treason, and so I just dropped something in there too. I don't know if you want to pull that up. There is no statute of limitations for treason, so that's kind of a big deal.
Show that.
Oh yeah, we played that yesterday.
I'm trying to hear it. Is there a statute of limitations for treason? This is Fledge 17 there on X looks like 2 thoughts. No, he probably asked us to something. No, there is no statute of limitations for treason in the United States. Treason is defined under federal law in 18 U.S.C. 2381 as levying war against the United States or adhering to its enemies, giving them aid and comfort. It is punishable by death, and certainly no statute of limitations on there. Boom, in case you were wondering.
Right.
There we go. As if it shouldn't, should be obvious. But, we've kind of dealt with some of the stuff. We got pardons and learning all the law from this movie we've been watching for the last several years. So, y'all, if you want to, put in the comments when were you first woke up? When was the year? Maybe if you want to share that. And then maybe the event until we get Juan here. When Juan comes in, try to maybe keep the chat a little lighter if specific questions or something. We'll see how it goes. I'm trying to look for that thing. Somebody, where's my diggers at? We got to have that document somewhere.
What are you looking for?
Okay. So there's an affidavit. Let me see. I just even found it right when we were on this thing there. I'm trying to think of his name. I know. I'll look for it. We'll play this short little video that was still up on Rumble here. Anon 55. We'll play that for a second. Try to dig this up.
We do have a special, kind of code break that we found with Tina Peters today.
Trump makes the True Social
Yes,
too. Yeah, we could
and-
share that also for
But
sure.
we might want to share that when Juan's here so we could do the 2020 thing. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
With him.
Yeah, I want to try to find that. So, all right, I'll play this video. We'll see if Juan pops in. We'll stop the video. It's just a little 2-minute, 8 and on 55 clip here.
You cannot comply your way out of a tyranny. It is impossible. Trying to do so, you will only feed a gigantic alligator in the hopes of being eaten last. But guess what? Your turn will come. End your silence. Speak up. Stop complying. Start rebelling. They're out to get you if you do not resist. To defy this unfree world, I have decided to become so absolutely free that my very existence is an act of rebellion. These brave citizens and millions more around the world, these are the people you will have to reckon with from now on. We are millions around the world. It is you that is the small fringe minority. Take it from the millions and millions of people around the world. We will bring you down. We will not tire until we have done just that. You wanted this fight. Well, guess what? You've got it. Let's fight. So brace yourselves. We are here and the fight is on.
All right, there's 8 and on 55. Juan said he'll be here. I think was that from Juan? You got the message. Oh, Isaac Cappy. You're not gonna do that right now though. And Aaron, I got your message. I'm gonna bring that up also. I think what you got, Mel. Let me get
It might be the same thing that Aaron's sent
Okay, well,
to,
yeah,
so-
if you got on Telegram, that's fine. That'd be better.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
So
Thank you.
yeah,
No, is that
I put it onto Telegram.
from Aaron?
Yes, the thing that Kyle is looking
Oh,
for and what he's talking about. Just a second. Let me find it. I'll get it for you.
I got it though because I have
Okay.
it. I can do it a different way now.
All right.
So make sure I get it. I got it. Okay. So I gotta go share full screen on this, so it's a little odd. So keep an eye out, Mel. Make sure it looks right. And or if you see one, I'm not gonna be able to maybe see any of that for a second. So here's something from Italy. If y'all never got to see this, okay, is this on the screen? The affidavit, and can
Yes.
you make it work? Is it just full screen? Maybe it's on the side, or even I don't know. Yes. Okay, so why can't I zoom more right now? What's going on? Okay,
I don't know. I
guess
had a hard
it's
time
in
reading.
Telegram. Okay, so I'm gonna read this general affidavit. This is Professor Alfio de Urso, advocate and lawyer of Via Vittorio Emanuele. Forgive my Italiano, guys. Catania, 9513 Italy. Do hereby provide the following affidavit of facts as conveyed in several meetings with high-level Army Security Services official Arturo de Elia, I think it's Elia, former head of the IT department of Leonardo Spa, has been charged by the public prosecutor of Naples for technology and data manipulation and implementation of viruses in the main computers of Leonardo Spa in December of 2020. De Elia has been deposed by the presiding judge in Naples, and sworn testimony states on November 4th, 2020, under instruction and direction of U.S. persons working from the U.S. Embassy in Rome, undertook the operation to switch data from the U.S. election on November 3rd, 2020, from significant margin of victory for Donald Trump to Joe Biden in a number of states where Joe Biden was losing the vote totals. Defendant stated he was working in the Pescara facility of Leonardo Spa and utilized military-grade cyber warfare encryption capabilities to transmit switched votes via military satellite of Fushino Tower to Frankfurt, Germany. The defendant swears that the data in some cases may have been switched to represent more than total voters registered. The defendant has stated he is willing to testify to all individuals and entities involved in the switching of votes from Donald Trump to Joe Biden when he shall be in total protection for himself and his family. Defendant states he has secured in an undisclosed location the backup, the original data, and data switched upon instruction to provide evidence at court in this matter. I hereby declare and swear the above stated facts has been stated in my presence. Dated 6th of January, 2021 at Rome, Italy. So there's that bad boy for you right there. Kind of interesting timing that Juan's in Italy. Might be related, might not be. Who knows?
Might be.
Nobody knows for sure. Nobody knows 157. So anyways, yeah, that's pretty wild. Again, the connection with Italy. I think so. Now we'll go to some of the digs we were doing this morning in our Telegram chat. We were over on Boots on the Ground there this morning. If y'all got to pop in there, let's see what of our comments here. Post this on here for a second. What you got for us? April 2nd, Cappy's birthday. Okay, 4/2. Age is in here. Is age in here? Okay, cool. We actually think about. I was saying when Tim wasn't gonna be here, I actually thought of age first. So I don't know if she's over there. If you want to,
I already sent her a link.
Okay, age. I guess you got a link sent to you there. If you want to come in and join us, you don't have to be on camera, but if you'd like to, of course, we'd love to have you. But you know, you can always keep your camera off and still share your beautiful voice and thoughts while we're hopefully conversing with Juan. No, he'll be here. So let's see. Oh, Agent Peace, a True Seeker, shared something with us. I was asking you guys to share some things that woke you up, but I woke up after they burned down my childhood neighborhood. And that's sometimes it takes those significant events that jar us too. Thanks for sharing on that. What you got, Mel?
Oh, Cindy just said my hair looks great. So I just said,
thank you for those beautiful comments. All you guys, all the nice things you say. Let's see here. Catch up all you guys. Got some good comments. Thank you guys. All right, let's take a look at this little thing. We're doing this dig in Telegram. So, oh yeah, from Trump's True Social post. I might just go straight to truth on that here. This is something separate from Doc. The fraud going on within each state is so massive that only the military will be able to handle it. FBI won't have the resources. Screenshot this. So I guess that makes sense. I kind of said the other day, I was thinking military didn't have the resources, but I suppose they do. You know, I guess we could have them deployed over, especially if we're talking about National Guard. That's specific to each state. Let's see. Justin A. Bubble. I think, was that the one that had the decode? Justin A. Bubble, that was on Telegram. That's where we could have found it. Anyways, he said he sent you some memes that are loaded to the page you made him. Oh, maybe that's on Bright Idea. Did you send him a Bright Idea?
I did, yeah.
We covered this the other day too, guys. This is I don't know what our schedule is going to be just yet because we kind of surprised us this morning about coming on, so we kind of shifted gears. We were going to probably cover this stuff today before he came on, but let's see here. So from the SCIF, by the way, that's from the Q Jobs. That's a sensitive compartmentalized information facility. Is a SCIF. There's always, of course, double, triple meanings in Q-Post too. So the SCIF, SKIFF, is a small boat. Navy SEALs use that, and that's also what the Durham boats is a skiff. You know, they're in a skiff, right? And then in a skiff means it's secret. There's no phones allowed in there. Anyways, the SCIF reporting, Anthony Weiner's laptop enters into a new investigation into the Clinton Foundation as Congress prepares to view its contents, for ties to the Clinton Foundation, yes. Which also is alleged to have ties to Jeffrey Epstein. Damn, dude. We all know what's in that laptop's crazy, dude. Whoa. The Justice Department, and this is the one that will unite all of humanity across party lines, guys. Speaking, I talked a little bit about how I interacted with a little bit of the public over the holiday season or whatever, kind of feeling their vibes and stuff. But I did mention Hillary Clinton. It was immediate. I hate her. So the left is discarded that rat, that bee, you know what I mean? So nobody likes Hillary Clinton. So when this comes out, the whole dam's going to break. Nobody likes Bill Clinton either. The Justice Department's 4-year probe into the Clinton Foundation, longer than that probably, was marred by, quote, conflicts of interest. Yeah, that's the DOJ, just another 3-letter agency asshole. That's why, you know, state secrets versus other and against, and then how can it be deployed against, you know, other 3-letter agencies? Those are the very first Q Jobs, guys. We've been covering it quite a bit. All right, that's Q Job 14 specifically, which Tim's been talking about a lot. And we had that extra, the N was missing in the learning centers with the Leering Center. That's crazy, Aaron. You said that too. Yesterday, we got a screenshot talking about syncing. Some of us had this too. Like we're thinking something, and someone says that exact word in the chat or something. Yesterday on the X Live, we were at 157. My full name, Simple Gematria, is 157. I said, "Oh, 157," and Mel, and her brain's looking at something else, says, "Oh yeah," and it's like, what was it? Or maybe it was because she thought I'd see it. It was we were at 1 hour and 57 minutes. 1 hour and 57 minutes on the recording was crazy. Right when I said 157, so that's funny, Aaron. What you got, Mel? I'm gonna keep reading this.
Okay, so yeah, keep reading that, and then I have something down below too if you want to play that about them freezing funds and Minnesota on election on for childcare stuff. So
okay.
And there's a short little video about a minute and a half.
The Justice Department's 4-year probe into the Clinton Foundation was marred by, quote, conflicts of interest and obstruction by senior FBI officials, including then Deputy Director Andrew McCabe. Also, we call him number 2. He was number 2 in the FBI. That's also that Qschqql 2.31. His wife his wife donated to Hillary Clinton, and then the Clinton Foundation. Then the Clinton Foundation donated to her campaign. She ran for some sort of office, Andrew McCabe's wife, while Andrew McCabe is fucking investigating Hillary Clinton's email scandal. If that makes any sense to you, I don't fucking know what world planet you're on. Both my parents were forensic scientists. They couldn't even like testify in court if, you had to make sure you didn't know people. Kind of a funny story is, I don't want to get too many detailed. Dad, my mom remarried whoever, and they, when you're a jury, you're also tells you, do you know any of these people? Otherwise you gotta say something. Well, my mom's name had changed or whatever, and then so they didn't recognize the name. And then my mom came to testify in a court case for a crime lab, and the person's eyes were like big. Oh my god, I can't know this person. It was fine. They worked it all out, but it's a big deal. That's different to be a jury and know what do you call it, an expert witness on one little bit of this case, as opposed to being, oh, my wife donated to the person I'm investigating for massive fraud and freaking possibly treason. That fucking makes sense. So anyways, hopefully my little digress made some sense there. Well, it's also like there's an interesting Q drop that talks about too, like if we expose the FBI fully, then all their previous cases could be like challenged in court and appealed by all the hard work we've done. So it's like super delicate, right? Because like, for instance, in the crime lab, if freaking one person, was caught like doing like certain procedures wrong or had some sort of thing to be exposed, let's say somebody in the DNA lab, got like, oh, they did, wish I could think of a good example right now. All those cases they're involved with are immediately almost going to get appealed by anybody that has any decent lawyer or somebody smart enough to recognize that. So same thing on the FBI level. And there's a Q drop that really draws our attention to it. I don't know if I could even think of enough details to know the exact drop number. Anyways, thanks for joining us, guys. I think Juan's little lady's out there in Italy. A little different last time he popped in on us, and we kept him waiting. Now he's making us wait, but it's all good.
I think we have one Delta today.
So one Delta? Okay. Oh, yeah, that's an interesting one. I think that was the one that was Crystal talking about. Let's do that 73 thing, too. What do we have in there?
Let's do that. And I dropped that in Digger. So, So if you want to...
Oh, I got finished reading this thing, too. So, full autist here. Let me read the rest of the skiff here from the skiff here on X. Again, Anthony Weiner's laptop enters into a new investigation, allegedly new, into the Clinton Foundation as Congress prepares to view its contents for ties to the Clinton Foundation, which also is alleged to have ties to Jeffrey Epstein. So like Trump said, if you're following his troll accounts, the Epstein stuff's going to come back to bite them, right? And we're seeing that now because everybody's demanding the Epstein stuff. And here you go, Clinton Foundation. Wait till they find out about that laptop. And we got to be the news on that because the media is not even reporting on the Smalley frauds. They're definitely not going to report on this shit. So we got to speak up, which also means if you guys keep helping amplify our voice, we'd much appreciate that. Also very thankful for, again, all the hard work Juan's done. And also taking time out his day to visit us. He even says, that the little guys matter too. We're only little for now, though, but divine timing. Anyways, we do appreciate all that, but it definitely helps us. Again, we're not backed by any blue and white flag people or tiny hat people. So please, the Anons, the digital soldiers, our beautiful community here is what helps us spread our message out. Let's see here. Freezing funds. You got something, Digger? Okay, I'll just catch my message. All right, here we go. The Justice Department's 4-year probe into the Clinton Foundation was marred by, quote, conflicts of interest. Duh. I was just explaining about Andrew McCabe. Okay, and obstruction by senior FBI officials, including the Deputy Director Andrew McCabe, again, aka number 2 in the Q drops. According to whistleblower allegations and records released Monday by Senator Chuck Grassley, Republican from Iowa, Documents show McCabe's wife received, here it is, right in all the details. Now it's coming out publicly what Qschqql 2.47 told us December 4th, 2017. Now in today's world, December 31st, 2025, we're finally seeing evidence of it. I had to go slow there. I always forget what year when. Time travel sometimes. Documents show McCabe's wife received over $675,000 in contributions from a PAC run by Clinton Foundation board member Terry McAuliffe in January 2016, just before the investigation began. So it was already right there. And again, they take those funds and they freaking wipe each other's, what's to help each other out. So then she donates to the Clinton Foundation or have all this money laundering operation bullshit. Also, why the Q jobs say, what if every member of Congress was audited and their family members? Would that shit? Ooh, they muted me. They didn't like me talking about having all the family members of Congress audited too. Ooh, you see why Donald Trump takes the slings and arrows? We're using the boomerang. Oh, come after our family. Oh, Ivanka Trump accidentally had a private server for a couple emails. Oh, by the way, Hillary Clinton and all of Obama's staff had private emails, these assholes. So that's why we're doing this. Hope you're paying attention. McCabe recused himself finally in November of 2016 after he'd been on there for months. But earlier directives barred agents from subpoenaing records, conducting interviews, or what's the rest of that one? Is it cut off? I think it's cut off. Okay. The laptop from hell is back. It says game on. Here we go. Wiener, Clinton, Huma Abedin, all the very earliest Q jobs.
Yes.
Okay. Frazzle drip. That's that plus topic. And the 9 New York police officers who died shortly after viewing the material, not only died, but committed suicide, allegedly. These people are sick. That was over the last couple of years of that too. So thank you all the Anons too, making great posts on Instagram, Facebook as well to kind of cover that topic. And we're going to really cover it here over on Qschqql.
Oh yeah, so if you want to keep going down just a little bit, there's a video that we can look at. Down. Okay, it says Deputy Secretary Jim O'Neill.
Okay.
In Diggers.
Hold on, I saw Jay over here on Instagram. Thank you, Jay, for shooting over here. Make sure y'all follow my brother Jay Rosemary. He's got Chloe Loves You on Instagram. And he said January 30th will be glorious in the entertainment industry. Melania in theaters. That's a great. We showed that trailer. We haven't showed that again. We should do that. You think a movie on Melania be coming out if we weren't winning the war? Psyops work both ways. Amen for helping us understand all that, Mr. Jay Rosemary. Thank you. Go support him over on Instagram. And okay, I'm shooting over Telegram. What do you want me to bring up? And I want to do this dig too.
Yeah, right there.
Okay, let's see. And we got the video right below there. I'm just going to go this one real quick. If you think corrupt Somali daycare schemes in Minnesota are bad, wait until you hear about the private banking cartel extracting America's wealth since 1913. Yeah, that's the Federal Reserve. That's why we're bankrupting those assholes. That's for sure. All right, we're going to play this little video here. Okay.
Hello. I'm HHS Deputy Secretary Jim O'Neill. I'm here with Assistant Secretary Alex Adams. Alex oversees the Administration for Children and Families. Intrepid journalists have made shocking and credible allegations of extensive fraud in Minnesota's child care programs. We believe the state of Minnesota has allowed scammers and fake daycares to siphon millions of taxpayer dollars over the past decade.
My office, ACF, provides Minnesota $185 million in child care funds each year. That money should be helping 19,000 American children, including toddlers and infants. Any dollar stolen by fraudsters is stolen from those children. Yesterday, I spoke directly with the director of the Minnesota Child Care Services Office. She could not tell me with confidence whether those allegations of fraud are isolated or whether there's fraud stretching statewide.
Today, we have taken 3 direct actions against the blatant fraud that seems to be rampant in Minnesota. First, I have activated our Defend the Spend system for all ACF child care payments across America. Starting today, we require a justification, receipt, or photo evidence before we make a payment. Second, I have just signed and sent a demand letter to Governor Walz. I required a full 360 review of these centers. This includes attendance records, licenses, complaints, investigations, and inspections.
And third, we've launched a dedicated fraud reporting hotline and email address at childcare.gov. Whether you're a parent, a provider, a member of the public, we want to hear from you. Let me be crystal clear. ACF expects every state to uphold the highest standards of oversight, monitoring, and accountability for federal dollars. Minnesota is no exception.
We're committed to holding bad actors accountable. Regardless of rank or office, anyone who's involved in perpetrating this fraud against the American people should expect to be prosecuted to the fullest extent.
Fullest extent! We're done with the shit. We're done with the shit, right? Nobody's above the law. Nobody's above the law. We've been talking about that for a while now, and we're done with it, right? Even we read that letter from General Flynn the other day. The collective people, enough is enough, for sure. So, to say the least. So I was going to ask Juan about that stuff as well too. So again, he's a little tied up. Did he message you?
I haven't heard anything from him, but I think it is nighttime there. So, we'll just wait and be patient. If not today, he said he could come tomorrow too. So let's just hope that he makes it today.
He hasn't said anything yet though. So we'll
he hasn't said he wasn't coming. So
yeah,
we're just waiting patiently, and, let's go over maybe some Q drops and do some.
Somebody said we knew about that already with the Smalley stuff too, but everybody didn't. And also, again, all you gotta do is the phone, go there and make it known. And guess that next thing you know, ICE is knocking on all these doors because we the people have to be the ones that make the change. That's why we're gonna keep taking this bullshit, watching this stupid ass, kind of funny, also retarded movie play out until we the people say we're done with the movie. Stand up and take over. Like, okay, we don't need the movie anymore. We're taking our power back. That's what it's all about, being pushed, right, to the precipice. So take action if you have complaints, right? See what we can do, see the power that we can do. Everyone has different skill sets, different expertise. Maybe you're good at organizing people. Maybe you're good at editing stuff or writing stuff or making edits or reels or videos or poetry or music. There's a million different things to do, but get involved. Or maybe you know the law and you want to go down to your county clerk. Maybe you don't know that, but you're like, fuck it, I want to make a change, so I'm going to go down there. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to speak up. I say this shit don't make no sense. That's where it starts, right? Y'all put your heart in that shit. Anyways, I love you guys. They raided Minnesota Leering Center. That's what Cindy just said. 2015. So again, is that the movie? Who knows? Where's that source there, Cindy? What's that source? As the anon say, where's your sauce? So I need this little Telegram board. I think we should go back to the garage. We talked about that. Anyways, what else we got here? CIC, DJT, Q Plus.
I think I heard something about that Venezuela again was that they were doing some ground strikes. So, I think we'll hear a little bit more about that coming up.
So Billy says, original Q post, 4chan, keypad warriors. I'm not sure what the V is. Flynn's digital soldiers and his QAnon BS from 8kun. DJT told us we are his keyboard warriors exposing QAnon Ask One. It should be pretty obvious what General Flynn's doing. He's distancing himself from the thing. That's why, again, he signed it. Where we go, one, we go all! Exclamation points way back in 2017, 2018. Anybody knows what's going on there. And then, but the other thing, too, QAnon is the PSYOP, right? Tim and I have talked about that a lot. That's also the Q drop 2598, the Santa with a hammer. Santa with a hammer. That's we have that stocking stuff for that. And then, so that's, again, QAnon is the PSYOP, if you will, right? By the CIA Mockingbird Media. There's the stocking front and center. Just for y'all to see it, you can scan the QR code if you guys want to see it. It's hammertime.printify.me is where you can check out our different merch and stuff. That's cool. I highlighted like that. That was cool. Let me just pop over that channel real quick. I guess I have to open it up. Oh, is that one?
I think it's you. Oh, it's Tim.
Timbo, how you doing, brother? We're gonna bring on here. I'm gonna stop bringing this down for just a second. He threw a curveball on us. What's up, brother?
Hey, how you doing, brothers?
You just rolled out.
Oh, I've been watching you. I've been laying down in the living room with Matthew watching you guys, and I've done all my puking and everything, so I'm gonna figure I'd come in and try to pitch in a little bit, best I know how. But anyway, you guys are doing a fantastic job, and I'm excited that hopefully Juan comes to join us today and gives us some updates on Tina Peters and all of that stuff. But yeah, carry on, guys. I don't know if anything I could do to help, but I love what you're talking about. I love what you're doing.
All right. Matthew? Yeah. Check your tabs, brother. Maybe clear out some tabs or hop in. It's a couple scratchy again. Usually clears when you reset.
No, it's probably just my throat, my voice.
Yes. Aaron said when Trumpy declares the national election emergency, did he do that already, or are we going to say a new one's coming? We all need to go to our state capitol buildings and fly our Trump/Magador flags. Support for Tina Peters too. Who on that too? That'll be exciting. What else we got here? Johnny Come Lately, in the world, not of the world, claim of life. I'm not sure all those details. Cryptic Johnny Come Lately, thanks for joining us the last little bit since you've been here and your comments. Appreciate it. Clowns in America, fumbling, bumbling idiots equal guilty. Got that right.
Look at this one.
Nice one. Nothing can stop us coming equals.
Yeah, no, you know, the other thing too, I wanted to mention. Obviously, I wanted to wish everybody a happy New Year. Obviously, and I'll hang in there with you guys. If I got to go to the bathroom, I got to go to the bathroom. It is what it is, right?
Just mute up. Just mute up. We don't need all the details. Okay.
No, I know. Yeah, I know. But I was watching Steve Bannon this morning. I don't know if you guys caught it, but the new elected, so-called elected, I say selected, mayor of New York is being sworn in tomorrow. That's Mondami, and he is being sworn in by placing his hand upon the Curran.
No way.
Yeah, the war is real, folks.
How's that work for dates? I know it's a special election, but they still don't follow that January 5th and 6th date thing on those special elections. I wish I understood that better. And that's all of us. We do really kind of, especially local politics, right? Somebody mentioned again, Flynn 2.0, whatever the character. I mean, I don't know about the whole 2.0. General Flynn's homeboy, I'll tell you that much. And but he talks about that. Local action has global results. And nothing's more important than really your local politicians to your way of life. You know, Mel had an example. She's kind of been breaking away from the system for a while and has land and was out there kind of land trying to be like homesteader more or less, right? And then the people come and kind of bother you. You want to tell that story real quick? Just briefly, like essentially the law, like the person, the police officer or whoever it was that came out from the code inspector doing his job is enforcing the code. And, you know, Mel was upset about it because it was something stupid. And he said, it's my job to enforce the code. Mm-hmm. If you want it changed, go down to your local, I don't know if it's city council or whatever, and get it changed. And it probably is something really simple. And there's also even, I wish I knew this better, this is part of our Ubuntu movement. Like if you have I think like 125 people together, you can kind of make your own like laws, or so to speak. I mean, we see that with Somalia. I mean, not like you kind of make your own community that would be sovereign from the rest of the world, kind of keep you out if you had a community. So I wish I could explain that better. But like, because I know it's a big idea.
Going back to, you know, like him telling me that, you know, that it isn't his job to not enforce the law. It was his job to enforce the codes, right? So if we want him changed, you know, it was my job to go before
as the person,
as a citizen and a landowner to go before and get that changed or present it.
Yeah.
So then that did change my mindset a little bit. And then I went, you know what, who would better represent some of the ideas that we have than us? Like, you know, we expect things to change, but we can't expect that. We have to step up into the batting booth and actually, you know, go to bat at some of this stuff. And so you guys, all of us have been kind of trained in this. I think we just lost connection.
Okay. Melzie froze up a little bit. And Tim, you were still a little scratchy. So again, check your tabs and maybe pop it back in one more time before we have you on with Juan. Mel's going to reboot. Some of the comments there, guys. Many of you guys sound like you got sick. Let's see. Jay's Rosemary, Cindy's not feeling well. Jedi said the flu or ascension side effects. Okay, so that, and what that really could be too, our body calibrating. Again, they call it the ascension flu. Like maybe we're shedding different toxins or things that our body's upgrading. Really kind of can be this kind of situation. Jay said he caught a bad bug as well. Didn't have the weapons, horrible, fatal, damn, ivermectin. So Jay's got pretty sick there, brother. Sending you some love also. So y'all maybe might have similar things going on with yourselves. He's talking about colloidal silver, different treatments. There's lots of things available out there to get easier to get also too. So take care of your health. And wish y'all well in that flu season. Again, the ascension flu, we'll call it, the upgrading. I think lots of fluids and stuff definitely help. Those soups, warm stuff. Hope you guys feel better. Thank you, Be the Whole Cookie. Yeah, make sure y'all hit the like. Definitely helps us send out the live too. I guess we got some big numbers again today. Thank you guys. Rock and rolling over 109. Well, 9 theme keeps popping up. 17 spelled out is
130 here.
109 military Q drops. Also, YouTube's got some good numbers over there too, guys. Thank you so much. Again, if you're also watching over on the Telegram, if they're live streaming in there, please pop over to one of our channels and hop in there for a second, like it. YouTube channel is just regular at Qschqql with all the Q's though. And then all of our different locations. Maybe put that ticker back on for a second. Okay, so let's see. What else can we talk about?
I just want to put this right up here. It says, I could see a scenario where someone like Fetterman watches a video on Wiener's laptop and then tells the world what is in it.
Yes, I like that.
I
And
do
then
too.
and Guacamole just also mentioned too. What was the other one? Dig. That's from the Q jobs that Mel had put up here. This nothing because anyway, we've done that one. It's been a while. We did, but Mel didn't know that when we did that on Qschqql 5.5 over here. But the nothing can stop what is coming is part of the CISA, CISA, which basically our cyber infrastructure security, basically the security of all the United States, all of our important stuff like your waterways, your, all your infrastructure systems, including the elections. And in particular, there's one that's called the National Council of Statewide Interoperability Coordinators. A whole mouthful to have the same exact acronym is NCSWI, or nothing can stop what's coming. The acronym comes out to 71 in gematria. My last name is 71. Flynn's last name is 71. And thank you with a Q at the end, 71. So that's pretty fun also. Nice. Nice. All right. How are we doing over, let's see, Instagram side, local for sure. That's why I'm running. The bearded.do. Running for what, brother? Let's shout you out here. Let's close that down. Pop on over to Instagram for a second. Thanks for following, popping in. The bearded.do, local for sure. That's why I'm running. That's the thing too, guys. That's what we've been really talking about, Tim, especially for a while now, about how important the 2026 is. And I know for myself, and I know many others, we could also be certainly kind of frustrated to say, oh, what are we supposed to just, vote harder this time or something when there's been all this fraud? So there certainly has to be exposed, and that's going to be. And trust that the white hats, I've said for a while, every time the Anons become panicans, and there's always a time they become panicans, like the Q team, the Alliance will always throw us a bone. That's like, oh yeah, we're still in control. Like one great example is Joe Biden being sworn in. The panicans went wild. Everyone was like, oh, he's going to take office and then they can arrest him after the crime's been done. As if conspiracy to commit treason against the United States needs some asshole to get on stage in inauguration for us to arrest them. You're fucking crazy. They committed treason against the President of the United States. You think he'd wait for a second term to execute these assholes? I don't fucking think so. FYI, in case anybody know what time it is on the plan, FYI. Y'all should see what's happening here. Didn't JUAN O Savin say we're going to flood Washington, D.C.? Y'all see the floods coming in there? You see the chains around Washington, D.C.? That independent, sovereign territory, which will make a fucking owl reserve now, maybe, huh? Right back in these assholes' faces. That's how we feel about this shit. Anyways, I digress.
Adam might join us.
Oh, Adam, hopefully he can work in. He's been, man, I'd love to have Adam on here. We could always play some of his jingles too if I were.
Let's play.
Can you find that link in Telegram? Yeah, he's got that 30-minute.
Oh, it's 107.
Well, I was actually 107.18 right when you said that too.
I did. I saw it.
Tim and Matt the Q having fun over there too. Love you, brother. Let's see what else we got. Wild super strength oregano oil. Ooh, yeah, that's a good one too. Oregano oil. This kid in high school did a science experiment. Let's get more kids doing that if we're in that mainstream education. Wake them up with some crazy science experiments like free energy. But oregano oil tested against antibiotics in the petri dish things. He couldn't even do a comparison analysis because no bacteria grew in the freaking oregano oil. It killed all the bacteria. Old Adam Charles Branch is in here. Welcome to stage, brother. How you doing, man? Let's get him in here. Love, love, love. How you doing, buddy?
What up? What up? I'm doing fantastic. How about yourself?
Good, man. Good. So what's the latest? I know I've seen you've been upgrading your equipment here and there. When I see on Telegram, got the lights. You got a new phone. I know you had trouble before. It looks like you're coming in good right now for us.
Man, that's good to hear. Yeah. You're looking good yourself, Melzie.
Oh,
you look fantastic. Who's this fella up here?
That's our brother. You know him. That late night guy. He's always in the chats, almost as much as you and Sean.
Is that that Tim 17 guy?
That's the one and only.
What's up, big dog?
Good to see you. Good to see you, Charles Adam Branch, 131.
Hey, Leering Center, 131.
You're the professor of Leering Center. Let me tell you what, brother.
I don't subscribe to that.
You're always up here on our Telegram chats, just leering at everybody.
The Telegram chats have been on fire lately, really, and Adam's in there a lot. I get in later in the evenings after I tuck Matthew Q in, but yeah, Adam, you're doing a fantastic job with all our brothers and sisters. It's a lot of fun. A lot of good times going on.
We are doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, true that. True that.
Team effort.
It is.
Well, thanks for joining us. appreciate you.
How about a little rap song for us while
Yes,
you're here,
yeah,
brother?
yeah.
Give
Is
us
he
one of
doing
your
that?
finest.
Yeah, I have a
Oh, I
little.
can't put him on the spot. Well, we'll see.
I have one that we dropped in Diggers, but you might have a better one.
All right.
Boom, boom, chugga, boom, 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 chugga.
Thank God for Q. As soon as they dropped a clue, I put on my socks and shoes. Ever since then, I've been in hot pursuit, and I won't stop till I got the truth. Better not try to block my view. Every shot I shoot is a hit, no matter what spot I choose. It's going down like a pop balloon. You just don't know because you watch the news. Then you go to work like a prostitute because you feel like you've got a lot to lose. I don't want to put you in a rotten mood, so let that sink in like a rock canoe. Can I get a hoo-wah salute? Because we're about to witness a sonic boom. I bet it to EBS, and I hope you're glued to your TV set, because I'm getting out of this 3D mess, and I promise I won't be a repeat guest. This ain't been an easy test. Sometimes it had me completely stressed, but I bounce back now. I have deep respect, and I'm proud to say life ain't beat me yet. And I bet they don't try and censor me. I've spoke more truth these last few months than any rappers done this century. You might catch on eventually, but don't pretend to be someone that you're not. Step into your own identity and know your enemies. Derek Castle Rock. Bars.
Oh, yes, Castle Rock too. This guy just keeps going and going and going. Let's shout this brother out. Good to have you, man. 107. I didn't know you actually sang there, brother. That's wonderful.
I appreciate it.
Let's change his name back. You can change your name back. He didn't know you could do that. It was Mike
didn't
Bars,
even see that.
shouting out, loving it. Johnny Come Lately, a little slower bars from Jay Rosemary shouting out. We finally got Adam Charles Branch, 131 in the house. Divine timing indeed. So, and we got 121 between our Rumble and YouTube. 121, 11 times 11. Why don't you give us a little gematria decode on maybe something too?
Well, you said 134 right there on an accident. Funny because you said Operation Bullshit a minute ago. Operation BS 134.
Ooh, nice. I just changed your name back there for the real thing. It might get into your beard a little bit too. So if you just want to go by Adam, we can put it on your shoulder if you like. But let everybody know who you are.
It's all good.
Yeah, you're not too much on social media, right? You got Facebook. Do you post very much, or just on Telegram? We got to find your awesome amazingness.
Super Truthers, man. Super Truthers on Telegram, but I don't post as much as I should, but everybody else does on Super Truthers. There's a lot of
it's our people. Let's help
Telegram period. Telegram period. You know what I'm saying? And if you're in here to be in the fight, you know, I don't care where you're at. Just be there and have the right intent.
You have to have urine to be in the fight.
I said no matter what chat you're in. I did say urine. No matter what chat you're in.
Urine.
Be there.
There's this channel.
I don't like
There's this Telegram channel. T.me is the short form. Super Truthers. That one's easy to remember compared to some of the ones I've had to share. Super Truthers. That's our boy Adam Charles Branch. Get in our different Telegram community. We got some amazing people there, like our brother Adam and many others. And we did a prayer for Sean too. I don't know if you were in there yet, Adam.
Yeah, I heard it.
So I know that's your boy for sure. I mean, we're all love, but Sean and Adam, they're like two peas in a well, what are you?
In a Q pod. 2 peas in a Q pod.
Yes, exactly. And Sean is that part that sticks out of the Q. Yeah, he just sticks out everywhere. I said Sean is part a Q pod. If it's a Q pod, Sean's the piece that sticks out.
Oh man, let's see what else we got here. Abbreviations. Super Truthers 208. Ooh, I like that one.
Yeah, that's that 2. They've been on me like the past couple months. 28 spelled out for 107.
48 spelled out 109. That was an extra decode. I think Mag 5 had that one too because we had 109 17. Go ahead, you do it.
Yep. Yeah, you had it 17 spelled out 109.
109 military Q drops. First one of 45 Michael Q drops is Q drop 109, Archangel Michael prayer, and then Q responds 48 seconds later to that Archangel Michael prayer. Seems like there might be a connection. I don't know. I just kind of pay attention to things.
Well,
that's Age's birthday, 4/8.
4/8 also. Oh, okay. Age, and then who was 4 April 2nd? Somebody just said, oh, at Cappy. Somebody put that in the comments. What'd you say, Mel?
I was saying, should we go to that Tina Peters decode we did earlier with the 2 T's since we're waiting for one?
Yeah, definitely. So Trump truth this. Looks it's actually you got it up on.
And then I put it into Diggers because then there was like 23 or I don't know what it was. You guys went over it this morning in Diggers. And then it was like so many seconds later, then I think was it Professor Clement retruthed something that mirrored it? And so anyways, just go to the Tina Peters thing.
All right, sounds good. Pop over the Instagram real quick. Some guy, this Chloe guy, he said, where did he say it? Say it below. There it is. Adam is one of my all-time favorite rappers. Chloe loves you. Says Adam's one of my all-time favorite rappers. That's true, though. That's very true. That's for sure. One more thing, though, too. There's our boy Jay Rosemary shouting out. Are the people here, too? Yeah, Bearded. The bearded.do. There's the bearded.do. Oregano oil, great for infection. I'm also a physician promoting natural healing. Yay. Thank you very much, too. A friend of Juan's that connect with Dr. Mary's currently in prison also, too, and really important healing modalities and whatnot that we want to talk about. Also, I wasn't going to mention, if we have enough time with Juan, to mention that, too, in addition to the Tina Peters stuff. Or whatever else he was going to plan on talking about.
Whatever he wants.
So let's...
okay.
Hey, real quick, Tina... TP as 20 and 16 dropped a 0 at 216. Operation Bullshit spelled out. Bullshit instead of BS. Operation Bullshit 216.
Operation Bullshit 216. Okay, I gotta see that. I thought I stopped sharing the screen. I don't know what happened. There it is. It's delayed. A little delayed.
Hi guys.
Why are we so tiny here? Do we have anything on the bottom? Can we get something different? What about this?
I like your Christmas tree.
Much. Oh, thanks. What's up? Hope you feel better, Tim.
Tim.
Just a little glitch in the matrix. That's all. A little bug. Get rid of the bug. We'll be back. But thanks. Good to see you, sister. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Thank you for sucking it up too and joining us. Also, I know you were kind of scared there, but she came in.
I was scared. I was just like, I was enjoying listening to you guys, and I'm like, all right, I'll go.
Right on.
So let's go to the Tina Peters little decode real quick, because this will be fun. We did this morning, you guys. So every morning, if you guys don't know, we gather somewhere out there in Telegram land, and I put the channels on the bottom, Boots on the Ground or Super Truthers or wherever we are, Spy Balloon. And we kind of get together and do decodes or hang out and talk. So this morning we were doing a decode on Trump had retruthed Tina Peters with 2 T's. And we were like, well, what does that mean? So we thought, well, let's try and search the Q posts. So do you want to pull it up? We'll just read that, and then we'll kind of do what we do.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so, all right. So
we have Morning Kofefe.
Okay, let's see. Where should I start? We'll start with the Truth Social here, looks like. So this was from Trump. So somebody screenshot this. When was the original time he truthed this at? Was it 10:20 Eastern? Or it was, I think it's 10:20 Eastern. I don't know. Okay, we'll double check that. But he said, God bless Tina Peters, who is now for 2 years out of 9. I also talked about on that decode, there's a Q drop that says 1 of 9, and it starts out talking about Facebook, and then there was never any other one. So it's interesting that now he says 2 of 9. That to me sounds exactly like a shout out to the Anons paying attention to Q drops on that, which would connect to Facebook also. How does Facebook connect to this? I'm not quite sure. So, okay, for 2 years out of 9, sitting in a Colorado maximum security prison at the age of 73. Okay, so I said, hey, let's look at Q drop 73. We mix in all of our skills. Simple English gematria is children 73 too. So is there a connection with these people in Colorado with this? And interesting, the next thing says and sick, right, for the crime. Also, when we were showing some of Trump's truths a few days, it must have been last week, he had several truths in a row that had this like one word in parentheses. There's 2 words in parentheses on this one, I think, or is there 3 actually? No, 2 more. But I was wondering if over this last time, all these 1 or 2 words with parentheses, if we put them all together, if there'd maybe be a sentence with that. I was wondering about that. Okay, so let's see. And sick for the crime of trying to stop the massive voter fraud that goes on in her state. The parenthesis has a space here too. That's not my skill set. The decodes, I think, Grasshopper or what's his name, Yeah, Grasshopper or Tronanon, those guys, I think does good decodes on the gaps and stuff. I think anybody that watches Tronanon, let us know on that one. This gap, that's not my skill set here on these. I'd like to learn, I guess. Space, where people are leaving in record numbers. Interesting exclamation point because it's inside the parentheses and then period. I believe that is grammatically correct.
That's grammatically correct, but the space after isn't like the.
Well, this space,
Yeah,
this one is
that one.
right, and I think you're supposed to capitalize too.
Yes, you
maybe
are, I
it
think.
probably is lowercase because the space messed it up. It should be
Mhm.
capitalized. Again, if anybody knows how to do that decode or wants to work on it, let us know. Okay, hard to wish her a happy new year, but to the scumbag governor and the disgusting Republican rhino, there it is again, second time, a exclamation point inside the parentheses. DA, okay, that's the person who prosecutes crimes. Who did this to her? Nothing happens to the Dems and their phony mail-in ballot system. Interesting capital letter stuff there too. That makes it impossible for a Republican to win any otherwise very winnable state. With the exclamation point again, comma, or excuse me, in parentheses, comma is all grammatically correct, I believe. I wish them only the worst. May they rot in hell. That's pretty strong words. Free Tina Petters. Okay, there's two T's on there. It's Tina Peters. So we were talking about what's the decode there, among some other things. My own decode I've never really told anybody is like I think also maybe Q plus could be an R, like it's one letter past. Right, we're talking about gematria. Q plus plus could be like S, and then Q plus 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 could be a T. So I just add that little bit. I don't want to confuse me and get off anything crazy on that too far. But so T is 20 on the simple English
her
gematria.
laptop, she says.
Okay,
20.
lap it up, baby, lap it up.
Oh, and so keep on going, but
Okay.
we're gonna use you real quick here, Adam. Your time's coming up in
Don't
here.
you go too far.
Yes.
All right. So okay, it looks like you
Already-
read.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is this the new one?
That's what Erin put down. She said then she's trying to explain it. Go up a little bit. She said then he retruthed it at 12:27, which would be if you add 1 and 2, that'd be 3, and 2 and 7, that would be 307, right? Exactly. And Q Livia did Q drop 37, so we have to look that up. So we have it mirrored from 7.3, you see, 37 and 7.3.
Okay,
So
but how did she get to 307 on 1227?
1227 is 1 plus 2 is 3.
Okay.
And 2 plus 7. Oh, it's 9.
Hold on.
Also be 129.
Oh, well, never mind, y'all.
What were you thinking, Adam?
It could also be 129, like
I hope you're
112.
watching.
Yeah, right. 129. Okay.
Time
Well,
JFK was shot.
Scrap that. Okay, so but then this is the big part. Okay, so Adam, this is where your time is in here. Adam, what is T in gematria?
It's 20. And 20,
So, well, yeah.
TT.
20 spelled out TWENTY equals 107. And before we get too far away, Tina Peters with an extra T is 147, right? The trump card 147. But also, did I hear you say 4 of 9 on accident?
Yes.
49 spelled out as 147. So free Tina Peters, so that's a different story. That's 181, and then so yeah. But go ahead.
181 with the extra T, right? And with or no, without.
That's free Tina Peters 181 with the extra T. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and then it's 161 without. Okay.
Yeah, so look here now. Let's go. So TT, if we had free Tina Peters with, 2 T's, would that be equal 2020?
2020, right? Like 2020 is not over yet. We got the double TTs in there. I also mentioned too there is TT in the Q drops too. There's that was an interesting dig we too. You know what? Let's do a little Q proof. Let's do it all step by step. Now I remember what I did this morning. So let's
TT is time travel.
Time travel is another one with T actually, and the other one is so Trump Tower is the decode, but it's also Tippy Top pops in there
crew.
too. So you got all kinds of stuff. But time travel
Tesla
is
technology.
Technology. Tesla time machine.
Well, he says, okay, Q Livia says, let's pull it up. Oh, and I think this might be 420 right now. Oh, we just had it. Never mind.
Okay, 307 was the time in between. Thank you for clearing that up. I knew she probably had her decode right. So, okay, so he posted originally at must have been 920, Make sure we got the right times on it. I thought it was 10:20 Eastern, as long as you know what you're doing over there. So I guess it was 9:20, or she looked on that image, if that was the right time. 9:20 to, he retruthed it again, 12:27. 3 hours and 7 minutes later is the mirror of the 73. So there's our autists doing their thing out there. Thank you for that one. Q Livia. All right, let's see.
All right, so thanks.
Let me show this. So let me show how we'll do some Q drops here until we get one. So
There's
I
20 Meg Brian has 5 has 20 Meg 5 has 20 equals 40 equals
pain. Also, Q drop 40 is the first time that we see the simple English gematria Q drop. You know, we haven't done that in a really long time, so I'll do that real quick. Go to Q drop 40.
Thank you guys for hanging in there with us.
Yeah. No word, huh?
No word.
Okay.
So we'll find out.
We'll find out. But the third time, people are like, why are they still that?
We just post that Juan's coming, and then
it's just a marketing ploy.
It's just a marketing thing. Right?
No, he
it
still might pop
really
in there.
is.
So
He's
we'll see how she goes. Yeah. All right. And
40 spelled out is 84 right here, 48.
Nice one. Whoop 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 whoop. What's the hour? Oh, we're 5 minutes past. Q Livia, where were you? Where were you?
She is. She's like, come on.
Come into Restream. Play your horn. There it is. Oh yeah. She got in there.
She's trying.
Simple English gematria. Mute her up. Mute her up. She's flooding the chat. Mute her up. 4, 10, 20, A, B, C, D, E. Here's this Q drop teaching us simple English gematria. Do you want to add anything about this, Adam?
No, it's pretty simple. Simple 74, gematria 74.
Okay, and then now there's a few other Q drops I would say kind of allude to this though. So I'll do 40, and then I think it's 48. Kind of interesting numbers, don't you think? So 40 is in between 35 and 48. If you guys know the connections,
Ooh.
JFK was 35th president, and his son is the 48th president. Who knows how that goes? But 35 ends with "God bless my fellow Americans." 4/10/20 period. Excuse me. God bless my fellow Americans. Period. 4/10/20. Okay, DJG's been signing these things. President, you know how that one was that Q drop 42, I guess. Here's the simple English. 4/10/20. A, B, C, D, E is 5 letters and then 6 dots, right? F. So A is 1, B is 2. So 4 is D, 10 is J, 20 is T. Also added together adds up to 34. That's that Q clearance Patriot drop. Here's Q drop 48. What is Q clearance? We also covered this with White Knight, I think, also too in the Telegram, if you guys are lucky enough to be there. So what is Q clearance? What hint does that explicitly refer to? Department of Energy? Question mark. Who would have the goods on uranium one? Does stating Q refer that person works in the Department of Energy? No. I'll maybe even show our little video I played too about Q clearance and other stuff. Does it refer that someone dropping such information has the highest level of security within all departments? Why is this relevant? With that question, we assume that's a yes. Okay. Also in Department of Energy, if you are handling nuclear technology of any kind, you will have a Q clearance for that also. So that's why there's the DOE reference. I'm going to try to see if I have my old Archer little scene where he flies to Nellis Air Force Base, aka Area 51. Actually, they get shot down. And then he realizes he has security clearance, but he gets marked off by it from CIA. He goes, oh, CIA, I have Q clearance. I was kind of struck. That stuck me as odd that he said CIA specifically, because that shows a full disclosure show, by the way. It's not just some rando show. But the rest of this Q drop 48 talks about. Go ahead.
It's crazy. You just talked about the CIA, and I was looking up what Area 51 comes to, and Area 51 is 125, John Kennedy 125, and then you just said CIA, and I was like, "Oh, the CIA, 1,000 pieces." Oh.
Wow, and that what's interesting too about the Insurrection Act and stuff too, or states' powers, our military is I think we were watching a video. I don't know if it was in here, but Juan, I feel like even Juan referenced it, but I've known this a long time. Is President Eisenhower, who was right before John F. Kennedy, Eisenhower was interested in what was going on in Area 51, right? This is in the 50s to the late 50s. He's like, what the heck's going on there? And they said, you don't have clearance to go there. He said, the F you talking about? I'm the president of the United States. He said, you don't have clearance, and so he threatened to invade with the military, and they basically kind of came to some understanding. But there was some references of that too, like bringing the actual 101st Airborne or whoever it is. So Trump's mentioned a few times. That was played in the Professor Clement's video as well too. So that's big. And then he gave that very famous military industrial complex speech on January 17th, 1961. 1 + 9 + 6 + 1 is a double 17. Also very odd and rare for a president to give a exit message too. So anybody's talking about like the plan and stuff too. He was in charge of the military. I mean, obviously every president is, but he was a military man. I believe it sounds like, if time travel, we go back to Lincoln, right? But for sure, Eisenhower was already putting things in place. That's why he gave that warning message. And there must be a Q connection because he did on the 17th, 1961. Why not the 18th, 19th, or 20th even, right? He did on the 17th, 1961. And even like some other people like Randy Kramer, who's a Marine, has been kind of given the go-ahead that he could disclose stuff as long as he was just told to share the truth and the whole truth anyway. He's done
I got something here. Okay, so we got to go back to what Aaron has here. Look at this. So from the 920 Post, she says, ing from the 920 Post, grammatical should have been ing as in surrounding, not surrounds.
Okay, let's take a look at that then. I missed that.
And then she put on here, age for ing posts on Q drops.
Oh, for ing. How did you search that though? Because you must have. Is that with brackets? Oh, you took the space. How would you do that? I'm kind of curious. What did you search exactly?
Yes, Professor Clement is alive.
Yes, no one.
Hey, real quick, look, 125, right? Eisenhower equals 121. So D for Dwight, D Eisenhower 125.
Do that one. So D is 4. So one more time.
D is 4, right? So D for Dwight Eisenhower. D Eisenhower equals 125 also.
Okay, I got you. Nice. Okay, what was I just going to show?
We're going to go to 920, or no, we're going to, let's go to the 920 Post that Trump just posted, and he put surrounding, not surrounds, and then we'll search ing, and there's 4 ing posts in Q drops. Let's check that out.
Okay, I want to just bring his actual truth up. So I got that up. So here's True Social. I'm over there. I'm not too active on there. I try to post the lives and stuff, but if you guys are over there, go follow me too. I'm at Quantum Healer on there too, 17, I guess. There it is. Undercover White Hat I have as the name. So if you're all on True Social, follow me, please. We'll still try to post the live recordings. It's also where we did our Mr. Smith teaching about how to use QAG. Let's check out Donald Trump here. He just posted 3 minutes ago. Republicans, no more money to fat cat insurance companies. The money must go directly to people to buy their own health care. President DJT. Right. And Tim was just talking about that, going after those insurance companies, those assholes. Let's see. The United States has set a world record on investments being made into a country, and it is trillions of dollars more than number 2, China. You want to be number 1, number 2? This is singularly because of tariffs and the fact that if you make your product in the U.S., there are no tariffs. Hence, factories and businesses are being built all over our country at a level never seen before. Congrats to the U.S. on this incredible achievement, President DJT again. Now, to be real basic with this, guys, straight up, most people don't understand tariffs. They just don't. We've never seen it in our lifetimes, even economists, and then also all these clowns in the mainstream are putting their spin on it. But the American people understand it. At the very core of it, tariffs strengthen America because all of our jobs got sent overseas because nobody cared, right? They weren't protecting Americans, our intellectual property, our people. Again, that's why you get with customer service, they're in India because they're getting it for cheap. But a president could say, hey, you want to hire somebody from that country, you're going to pay a tax to America or something like that, right? So that it keeps the jobs here in America. And that's what that video that's shared many times in the Q drops, where Trump says this is not another 4-year election, right? You know what I mean? Is that we couldn't just slap a Band-Aid on this. So we had to do all these things over time.
I mean, even with the tariffs and silver, you guys can add that into it. Like the tariffs with China, silver, all that ties a play into all that's happening. It's really
And that's how he's had peace. I'm talking about this is he's having peace instead of creating wars by using trade, and his real trade actually benefits both, right? You have this stuff we want, we have this stuff you want. Let's work together and makes both of us benefit. That's a true exchange, and that's all the contracts we're gonna have in the future. But that's what Trump's laying the foundation. And then if you understand all this stuff, you've been digging with all of us Qtards and whatnot, it seems like all these countries made an agreement to basically be locked into this new financial understanding where everybody's on equal footing. We're all work together and everyone agrees. And if anyone steps outside that, and the big agreement is peace too. There's no wars. Nobody declares war on each other. If you do, everybody cuts you off. You have no other resources. You're totally isolated. You have no trade at all. You basically would collapse your country. So that's what we've done through trade and military strength.
Any kind of contract whatsoever is basically a tariff. It's a deal. We're saying this is how things are going to go, and if it breaks, that we're going to tear it. We'll tear the contract if, for whatever reason, we'll tear it if you don't do it. Tear the contract in half. No more contract.
Tear if
we will tear the contract if for what it, and then if you don't.
And we'll do it just like Nancy Pelosi does it, like this. Like,
oh yeah. Great stuff. Let's check out this Adam Charles Branch here. I like him live on the spot, but this one was in here. Somebody dropped it. Let's at least play it here. Let him watch himself. Let's get your fifth person perspective. Look at that handsome guy.
My intuition said get ready for this ascension. I bet you've been sensing the shift into the fifth dimension. Q put us in position to help break this wicked system. No more sick agendas, no more missing children. Look at these Satanists. They stay hating us, I don't give a fuck though. I'm cutthroat and I keep it a hundo. We all go where one goes. Better stop with the dumb jokes. You do not want gun smoke. I hit the block like Matumbo. Your shit gets swatted to the front row. I'ma switch directions. Let's talk about this rig election. Did you catch the hidden lesson? The word dominion fits the message. And who all made big investments to try and get this prick elected? I bet it's connected to some rich, twisted leftist. You people are sick and pathetic. You're finna regret everything that you've done to them kids. I bet that it's epic as soon as you step in. I'm busting your head and along with your friends. You don't get a medic, it's already finished. I started with every artery inning. You'll never be part of the army that's winning if you're involved in targeting children.
Oh my goodness. That's why that guy is Jay Rosemary's favorite rapper. Let's go. Now, I have a question. This I mean, everybody's got different skill sets. So I have a question. Do you have these like written down, or just have them like stored in your brain in different places, and you got different like what's the deal? Like where's all these words and songs at in your mind right now? Are they on paper? What's the deal?
They're all in here, but they're all on like Telegram and shit too.
You like recorded? You've actually got the recordings down, like the kind of like finished product on some of them. Do you still tweak them, or I know you're kind of always crafting?
I leave them like they are.
And are you kind of, so your creative process, like, I mean, you're almost right off the cuff, but like, are you thinking this stuff ahead of time, or you play with it a little bit and keep adding to it?
Well, I'm always like words, like it's always there. I'm constantly thinking about like gematria, and words that rhyme. When I see a word, it's like numbers and what rhymes with it, and but it says, I'll start getting something in my head, and like once I get enough for like a paragraph or two, then I'll write it down and work on it from there. So I keep them short. I like them short and sweet because people's attention spans aren't very long, mine included. So I like them short, and even though the endings aren't like I would like them to be, one, because if I keep writing, like I'll just keep writing.
Right.
Like, they have to stop at some point. So, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah. Even if they're not perfect, like I don't like it, like, because people aren't perfect. You know what I mean? I don't want to put that studio thing there and have it set up to where it makes it look like I never mess up or for whatever. Like that's it. One take raw, you get it. Like I could do it wherever.
Keeps it real. That's Adam Charles Branch. That's the authenticity. That's what people need to see more of and love it. That's why I've been wanting to have you on here forever. So again, whatever your device, John, is working really good, brother. Your connection's clean. Good to have you here, man. Love. So and Age, thanks for popping in too.
Yep. Kyle wanted to tell you this though, Adam.
You must have done that, man. I was like, who made that comment? And I realized that, wait a minute, that's not a comment. That's put in there in the function.
Anyways, there you go.
I love that one.
It's all love.
Yeah,
It
for
is.
sure.
Okay, so let's go back to that thing, the post from today, and let's search ing and kill brackets, or ing
Okay,
in the
all right.
Q post,
Let
because
me-
I think there's 4 of them, and
Okay.
I heard that there might be brackets and jackets.
Brackets and jackets. Okay, let me scroll through the rest of these Trump truths that have been coming in here. Let's see. There are no tariffs since factories, businesses are being built. Okay, I finished that one. A total fraud. Minnesota, Somalia. We covered that yesterday. Make sure y'all check out that episode if you haven't. We do a great job yesterday showing all the Somali fraud, putting all different things. Our different channels, Rumble, YouTube. Anybody watching out there, follow the Rumble and YouTube if you don't mind. Help us grow that. But we also stream on X, Facebook, my Instagram also. Thank you guys, all those different places. Let's see more of the Minnesota daycare stuff. Putin attack bluster shows Russia is the one standing in the way of peace. Ooh, for all those libtards that say Trump is Putin's puppet, I always say, to a great example, is only president of the 21st century that Russia didn't invade another country under, Donald J. Trump. Okay, why we got 6 in here? Keep an eye out. Make sure one comes. Okay, you got Tim in there also. Yep. Okay, just keep an eye out.
I'm watching you. Come on.
Anyways, the only president 21st century that Russia didn't invade another country under is Donald Trump. So under George Bush, they invaded the country of Georgia. They being Russia invaded Georgia. Under Obama, Russia invaded Crimea. Nobody under Trump. And then under Biden, Russia invaded Ukraine. Obviously, Trump's admin 2, that's already been invaded. So that's just a good one too to help wake people up. Let's see. Douglas Murray cleaned up crime in D.C., taught everyone a lesson, public safety. God bless. Here we go. God bless Tina Peters. So, 927. So he retruth this one. Is that what you're saying? Oh, there's another one. Free Tina Peters. That's the one that they're saying. Okay, let me see here. What's going on? So 9. Damn, he's been posting like crazy. Get a leash on that guy. He should be listening. He's probably just posting while he's listening to Qschqql. It's just crazy. Settle down, Trump. Settle down. Yeah, we've been talking about.
Take it easy.
Take it easy. Oh, that's a cool picture, Tina. Look at that one.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh,
chubby. Yeah.
Nice.
That looks like a Navy SEAL eagle thing on there. It's a cool one. Trader, look at this. Wait, I'm on the wrong thing. Dang
Jay's
it.
got a
fault.
decode I'm gonna drop in that he's got us a good one. And Dilda Naldo,
What?
I'm dropping something into Diggers. Diggers.
You would say I.L. Donaldo Trumbo.
Yeah, that's right.
Sound a little different.
Il Donaldo Trumpo.
What's the timestamp? I got missed it. 141. Okay, 140. Mr. President, 141.
Mr. President, 141. Yep.
157 spelled out 141. Much of the Minnesota fraud, up to 90%, is caused by people that came into our country illegally from Somalia. Quote, Congresswoman, there it is again, these 1 or 2 words with the parentheses around them. I wonder if anybody could gather those, how hard that'd be. Omar.
Because she's not a congresswoman. That's what he's saying.
Yes, I understand. Yes, but he's also been having like one word a lot in these truths that has 1 in parentheses that if we keep all those, if it spells something out there.
My gosh.
So, quote unquote, Congresswoman Omar, an ungrateful loser who only complains and never contributes, is one of the many scammers. Did she really marry your brother? Low lives like this can only be a liability to our country's greatness. Send them back where they came. Somalia, perhaps the worst and most corrupt country on earth. Make America great again. Unfortunately, that's true. You know, I know he's abrasive and it's up in your face, and I don't know, he hasn't changed his tone, so I don't know. I guess they're going to just keep going with this. There's more fraud in California than there is in Minnesota, which, you know, honestly is probably, of course, true. There's fucking 10 billion people in California. Or there was. They're leaving. Rats are taking off quick. Not the rats. The real people are done with the shit. California's red. Don't get that fucking twisted either. There is more fraud in California than there's Minnesota. If that is even possible. When you add in election fraud, then they are tied for first. 2 crooked governors, 2 crooked states. That's pretty good. This is a great example, guys. Our 2024 election, for reference, California has about 50 million people in it. Definitely not that many votes, right? Okay, but India has almost 1 billion people. They had 640 million people voted in India, and they used paper ballots, and they counted everything in one freaking day. 640 40 million votes in one day. India, California was still counting votes from 2024 election in December. In December.
Yeah.
Is this, I mean, how absurd and stupid do we have to be to even accept something like this? And I mean, think about too how many points California is. If there really was a close race, and they're like, oh, it's going to take us months to count these votes, as if they wouldn't steer some corrupt shit if it looked like they're losing. And 50 points for fucking California is a big deal in the electoral college. Like, that's just absurd. That's why it needs to be done in one day. And this will probably be that election emergency election, what would you even call it, declaration kind of thing. We're going to have voter ID required. Plus. I mean, literally, that's what the Somalia fraud also is all these assholes are going to vote for these politicians. So it's really a vote scam, and it's an invasion attack from obviously abating foreign enemies, because they're literally weakening America from inside out. All of our wealth is being stripped from us and begin to terrorist organizations that also hate America. I mean, it's like the most disgusting thing you've ever heard, where literally we've been funding our own destruction for decades, and somehow we're still standing because God bless this land, and God's going to show the whole fucking world how that works, and that has to come with justice.
That's right.
Would you pay that?
That's right. Well,
that's right.
Hey, would you maybe want to talk about Operation Restoration a little bit?
Sure, if you want me to.
Love you to.
Why not? Okay. Yeah, well, Operation Restoration is something that we all created together, not just me, to fight and stand up for the children. And so I wrote a couple letters to Melania, to Donald Trump, and I spoke with Tom Homeland a little bit about, rescuing children. So what we do is we gather together 2 times a week to pray. Within these letters I spoke to Trump about is and asking for a day of prayer for the children. So, to be honest, since we started doing Operation Restoration, the acceleration with child sex trafficking rings being busted, and a lot of, cases where you see children being rescued and, reunified with their families through the courts and stuff like that, it's happening. So basically, we're just here in prayer over my son Elijah, who I haven't seen in 2 years, as you guys know. If you guys don't know, I'm a 3rd-time pardon fixer. It's been a wild ride.
Wait, slow down on that one. That's one of my favorites. Hold on. I gotta pop in here for just a second.
Okay.
I'm still here. I was trying to dig on the background. I didn't want to look like a tard while you're talking. I'm like,
yeah.
The only person on planet Earth with 2 presidential pardons. 2 presidential pardons. And then the fun thing about this whole thing are amazing people. Obviously very connected to White Knight up there, Miss Age, but we were joking
3. There's 3 presidential pardons.
I know. I'm telling the story. You weren't paying
guess
attention.
how many we have in chat? 117.
Ooh. No, that's the beauty of it, because if you remember, I mean, we've had lots of crazy chats in the evening, and all of our lives have been wild. But we were talking about the 2, and again, your nickname too. She's got the badge of honor from the fake news media. She's the pregnant warlord. So we're having those conversations. She's like, we got her red there. She's a badge of honor. The fake news media has gone full attack mode against Adriana there. So she got the badge of honor, but we were always joking with White Knight and them, and it's talking about Trump, and I got the 2nd presidential pardon. He said it was more for your dad. I don't know if you want to get on. we talked in Telegram with the private stuff. Y'all want to join us over there? But I joked that we were talking about Elon Musk and Mars. I said, he's like, well, what if there's somebody on Mars with 3 presidential pardons? We were joking about that all evening, and then lo and behold, a couple months later, I don't know all the details of it, but she got her 3rd presidential pardon. So congratulations.
You guys want to hear something that I did? So I might be asking a little too much, but the other day I decided to write the pardon attorney in an email, because obviously you get the pardons and you get the certificates and stuff through the pardon attorney, the official attorney. Well, I was like, because you're bringing up the pregnant warlord thing, Elijah, I was pregnant with Elijah when I was there. And so obviously hence pregnant warlord. So I was like, maybe the pardon attorney would acknowledge Elijah, give him a certificate, maybe not a certificate of pardon, type of certificate, because he was in utero with me, and that would be historic. He was there. Elijah was truly there. So I don't know if I'm reaching too hard for that, but I wanted to do that because, with Operation Restoration, we're fighting for the children, we're fighting for life, and life is, he was a being inside of me, So I mean, him being there in utero, I did ask them. I didn't get a reply back yet, though.
Yeah, and
it's a big part of this history and this story, isn't he?
It
Yeah,
would.
let's actually,
And,
let's-
it's just
Go ahead.
funny. I just thought it would have been funny, but no, it really is a serious thing. I was there and I was pregnant, and they did can me as the pregnant ward, but I take it as a badge of honor, like you said, Kyle. And to have 3 pardons under this administration, it's really great. Hasn't been easy to get to this place. White Knight tells me I can use it as wallpaper, but the moral of the story is to be a patriot, to stand up and to keep fighting, because you will be acknowledged for the things that you are fighting for. And, just like Trump posted the other day with the White House and Dan Scavino, Trump talking to his team before 26, hold the line and then unleash hell. Hold the line. Keep it together. They're aware we are doing this as patriots. And I don't think it's my part and all of ours. It's where we go when we go one. And I'm standing up for the Anons, and you guys are all my people. So it's not just me, all of you.
Yeah. Thank you so much too. And like spiritually and energetically, or through numerology, right? 2025 is a 9. So, that's our cyclical nature, where it's like the ending and we're going to start new. So what better than close out this old bullshit of no accountability, no justice, all this shit. We're going to wash that shit away. And we're going to start 2026 with accountability, with justice. And all of y'all are starting to get your karmic, whatever. Honestly, most of you guys have done right. Nobody's perfect. We've made mistakes, and sure, but if you've actually done the right thing, many of you have been betrayed. You've been double crossed. We've had all this, especially the brighter you shine, the more of those gremlins and goblins and dark forces come after you, or they can come in trying to come me out. The gremlins are trying to meet me. They can't stop us. We're protected. We're divinely guided, protected from God themselves. Go.
When you're the only light in a dark area, you attract all the bugs.
It's true. That's true. But it is real too. So anyways, the karmic justice, guys, both ways. So all y'all spiritual warriors that have stayed true, that haven't, double crossed people, you've done the right thing, you've been getting stepped on, you're getting the karmic justice. And some people already are getting that. Certain things are happening. We got some people different in our family, kind of certain things are starting to turn around too. So hang in there. That's part of holding the line. And as we all say too, take small steps for your own self. That's accountability for your own self, your own responsibility for your own life. Make small changes, right? Set up a little card that adds a little money into crypto, or adds money onto silver, adds money into gold. Try to, just again, cut off expenses, all the things, right? All the different things y'all can be doing to your sovereignty, again, your health too, right? Make one small change. Of course, we really shouldn't start all this new stuff at this year. This is kind of a time to be, resting and recuperating, maybe cut something out, right? And then start something new in the springtime. But anyways, go easy on yourself, but keep doing the healing and the work, and it's all going to come full circle. But we're getting our karmic justice. If you've been doing the right thing, just hang in there. Oh, I was going to let's show our Rumble channel here. So follow us on the Rumble channel. We always going to still talk up our Rumble channel. What you got? The Rumbles, we support Rumble because they didn't ever censor and stuff too. So this, she keeps leaving us on that. She's on the clip. She's got us on the cliffhanger.
Go. So did you see Trump's the White House posted at 1:47 p.m. It's on X, the year America leveled up, with a flame emoji and an LFG. So let's fucking go. It's the season's coming to an end. Yo, this looks good. I don't know. I don't think I'm in Digger to send it, but you can find it.
So it wasn't the real Trump. Is it Poppy Trumpo?
Sweet.
Is it Poppy Trumpo? You said X. I'm not seeing that on X.
Leveled up.
Are you hearing me? Here's the testing. Everybody was supposed to do there. Testing.
No, the White House.
Y'all did some
White House.
Oh, White House. Okay, I got you.
The White House on X.
I wasn't listening. White House. Okay. That's pinned. Next one. This one here. Rapid response 47 minutes ago. I think that's the one we want, right? Or no? No, I did that one. Which one did you want?
At 1:47 p.m. At 1:47 p.m. EC, It says the year we leveled up. Yeah, you gotta keep scrolling a little bit longer. Sorry.
Trump's posting for the White House too. Jesus, get a leash on this guy. He's as bad as Aaron is on the microphone. We gotta mute her up.
Here it is.
Mute Trump up. There it is. Okay, let's check this one out.
And And with that, the 2025 season has come to an end. Good night.
All right, that was nice.
And with that,
boy, Poppy, the White House, the year America leveled up. Let's effing go.
What voice was that in the beginning, Kyle? And with that, the 2025 season comes to an end. Was that like a pageant announcer?
And with that, the 2025 season has come to an end. Good night.
Who is that?
That is kind of strange.
Who is that?
You guys think that was there?
That sounds more like a pageant type, and with that.
Yeah, that was odd for sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Where'd all of our people go? People running up. I'm trying to be on the background, so we're working on here. So okay, so anyways, not sure if we're getting Juan. We're still hanging out. I doubt he might be this late. We'll see. But if not, if he wants to come on tomorrow, we're gonna come on tomorrow. If not, we're gonna take the next 2 days off, Thursday, Friday, and we'll be back on. We're gonna try to do something Saturday, I think, too. So some of the Anons want to join us. We'll do like an evening Saturday thing. I think we might be going that schedule in the near future. We'll see.
We're doing something too with Brad at 3 p.m. Eastern.
We haven't said any of that stuff, so again, we might have something earlier Saturday. Just keep an eye on our different channels. We'll post on our social medias and stuff. But we got Dad Brad. We're getting excited to have him over here on Restream, show some things that he can do and stuff, and connect also with kind of more our spiritual community and stuff like that. Again, the idea to have Hammer Time, kind of like some of these other big hub channels like Badlands and some of these others, have different people that want to have their own shows, and we'll have you on here too, and have on our Rumble channels, and we can also stream into your own channel too, so you can grow your own channel in addition to, because we can stream out multiple platforms from our stuff. Thank you guys for all the love and support with our different merch and stuff you guys have done, that y'all got the donations. Who's this one? Is that you, Mel? Okay, will you put the ticker up to you, Chance? Where's that at? Oh, I can do that. I got that one. So over here, what was I saying here? Oh, let me show the Rumble channel. Okay, so check this out, guys. Here's our main Rumble channel. Oh, that'll show this why we're here. Now, Hammer Time, Rapid Fire Q News. If you just search Hammer Time on Rumble, where are we echoing at? Oh, your headphones are on. Here, these are on.
It's not.
Oh, I can hear it. All right, come on.
It's me coming in on my phone.
All right. Anyways, I hear it, so it's catching my attention. All right, so Hammer Time, Rapid Fire Q News. There's the main Rumble channel, guys, where all of our recordings in one nice, clean spot. So here's all the different stuff. You scroll back, check this out, Age. I know we showed you this already. When was that? What we did? We played the Tina Peters thing instead of. I'll be able to find it here. We replayed it. We did it twice. Was that already a month ago?
Go up a little bit.
My goodness.
Go up a little bit. Go up a little bit.
Yeah, time's moving back quick.
I know, right?
Wow.
Sharp speaks.
There it is.
Wait.
Is that it? No,
Wait.
it isn't.
That was when we were supposed to.
Yeah.
Last one. I think it's on the census. Was it really that far back? No.
Yeah,
there it is.
it
Okay,
is.
look at.
Qschqql
So yeah, we had to do it
11.14.
twice here because we did we did it right there. Tina Peters, Lloyd Brunson, JUAN O Savin, and the ladies on there
There's
too.
Age.
And
It's
then
in that one.
we did it a second time here too.
There she is.
That
There's
one's probably
Age.
just the recording, so we'll pop onto this one. We replayed it.
Nation Hammer Time.
Let's see here. Where was that with them?
Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, what's cool though, you were just telling me a project Operation Restoration, and you got the little guy.
Oh yeah, and
Elijah
Lloyd.
in there. Yeah. There's Lloyd Brunson, Tina Peters, and JUAN O Savin, all on the live stream here. Ladies did so. This stuff's all in our Rumble channel here. If you guys want to go back, this one was dated. What's the date on this one? 12/2/22. There you go. And that was the replay. So I think we did one on December 1st. December 2nd. Also, again, Lloyd Brunson, one of the Brunson brothers that's doing these Supreme Court cases. Of course, Tina Peters, who's now in prison, on here with these beautiful ladies. There's Qschqql also. who helped get these ladies too going on this type of platform and stuff too that we now use, like the Restream and the StreamYard and stuff too. So shout out to Jilski. I know I didn't get a chance to meet her very much, but I was on a couple times. One time with you guys on Telegram when we had Juan, and I was sharing screen on that one too there. I want to see if we can find the little guy with you there. Oh, let's see what you got here.
There's Tina. There she is. And Juan.
My face. I'm like,
I know, right?
What they do with these voters and city workers, how many city workers are in Colorado? You know, times that by each city worker that is being threatened their job, and with each city worker maybe 6 votes towards the Democratic machine or the Rhino machine candidate that they're choosing to put in. You know, besides the fact of their bribes and their canvassing and their illegal, you know, what they're doing, and it really is mind-boggling to me how they've been able to do this for so long. But I cannot believe what they've been doing to you, Tina. But that's why this case is so important with Loy and his brothers, because these corrupt politicians, the ones who are going at people like you, Tina, they're going to get what they deserve, and they're not going to be able to steal, lie, and cheat for much longer. And that's why it's so important. I mean, imagine that. Imagine how many civil union workers they take that person. I'm going to threaten you your job if you don't vote. They just did it with that man over in Nevada. They told him if he didn't vote yay, that they were going to arrest him. So they're still doing it right now. And that's why I think that this case ties into everything that we're talking about here with the corruption behind the voting machines, behind the corrupt Democratic machine, and behind the corrupt politicians that they're putting in place, allowing them to just sit in their basement and campaign and win elections and steal places of others who are rightfully in that, should be in that position.
Tell them, Age, those assholes. Joe Biden fucking couldn't even get out to do anything, and you can't let them steal the election. It's totally unbelievable. Totally unbelievable. So we're not going to put that shit anymore.
And Rand.
Just an
No, that was
amazing,
good.
smart,
Yeah, that was
wonderful
awesome.
patriot. She's a whippersnapper.
Whippersnapper Age
Yes.
there. And,
Oh, there he
here's our
is.
beautiful-
There's
beautiful
Elijah.
To vote without
Yeah.
any investigation,
And
even
Juan,
though
we got
a
Elijah
third
and
of the
Juan
members
here.
of Congress demanded it and made a reasonable request. Just give us a 10-day investigation. We got to find out what's going on. They wouldn't even lift a finger to do that, placed America in peril. And the last 2 years of drama in America, remember, votes mean things. Votes count. Stuff happens. When you see oil production drop to the ground in America, and we're buying oil offshore again, when Trump had us producing more oil than we needed, and we were exporting oil, and now we're paying monstrously higher gas taxes, which is a tax on the American economy. When you see the economy.
That was when old Creepy Joe was still there in office, but these ladies did an awesome job breaking that down. We got Mel in tears over here over that. I'm sure Asia.
Elijah. So cute. He's just eating.
Yeah, so again, guys, that's our boy. That's we part of the Operation Restoration. I know you just shared earlier. I was kind of digging in the background, so I missed how much you went into it. Did you mention the letters that you wrote also?
Yeah, I did mention the letters. And you know what? It's really amazing because sometimes I'm not even on chat when people are discussing things. And Aaron and Sean told me about, you know, when Trump was speaking at that breakfast, the Senate breakfast. And he was like, I received the most beautiful letters. You know, these letters are not just about me, you know, like I included, you know, going to the Trump rally, and, you know, I wrote one to Melania, and that one was really special to me, writing to her because of the winds of change. And, you know, she said those words after Butler. And we also know that we have Mountain Mama that was sitting behind Trump at Butler, and just again at another rally. You know, we get pulled out by the military and brought in. Everything is very strategically done. And I know for a fact that the words that we were writing, that I have written, have come from my full heart. And I wouldn't change a beat, even though it's been a really long struggle and fight or flight mode, survival mode, whatever you want to call it. It's patriotism, and it's mother mode, or, you know, just the glory of God mode, and fully faith in God. And I think that that's what this whole entire movement, PSYOP, whatever, you know, we call it. I think that's what this whole thing is about.
You guys are on screen there. I brought in Cappy. You guys are on there. If you want to meet them, we're ready. What's going on? Thanks for joining us, brother. Mel jumped back in. She was in tears there. Thank you, Agent.
Yeah. I just love her so much.
Yes.
Love you, Mel.
Hey, Kyle, I just wanted to jump in and let you know that the professor offered some time on Friday. I told him about the mix-up. I told him you guys were live playing his stream at the beginning. He loved the comment. He said that he could give you guys some time on Friday if you guys are amiable to the show. I know you just mentioned that you weren't doing one on Friday, but I just wanted to let you know. And I had texted you, you didn't answer, so I figured I'd hop in.
Okay.
Wave hi, say hi to everybody, and let you know that, if you want to do a professor show tomorrow,
all right,
let me know, and I'll get back to him.
On Friday, though.
Okay.
Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Friday. Sorry. I say tomorrow.
Don't do it, me.
There I go again. I want to start this time.
Time traveling shit. Time traveling. All right. Well, we'll consult with you afterwards and stuff. And certainly, I guess we should make ourselves available.
Sounds good, but I just wanted to get something in everybody's ear that's watching that there might be a show on Friday.
Okay.
And we'll let y'all know.
Okay.
God bless y'all.
Schedule's gonna be a little pending, guy. Thank you, Cappy. Thank you, Aaron. Love you guys so much. Thank you for all.
Don't forget the 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1 Q drops we looked up this morning too. I love you, Age. I love you, Mel. I love you, Kyle.
Love you.
Love you guys.
And God bless you all. Mwah, mwah.
You too.
You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I don't know if you saw this comment too. Scott Russell is an amazing person in our community here, Age. And he came in. And everybody had a bunch of awesome comments already. He was just saying he watched it. Man, you guys are making some amazing comments. Holy cow, you guys are rock and rolling in there. That's awesome, though. I don't even know where it went. There it is. Okay, here's Scott.
New Year's Eve.
He's been awesome. Scott Russell lives in Colorado and is also fighting for Tina Peters stuff. He's at Age. I pray deeply since hearing your podcast about your son. So he's probably watched a couple of them because Scott's been in our community for a couple months now. You're an angel, and it's all getting better. So I just want to share that amazing chat.
That's right. Thank you, Scott, so much. Yeah, it's because of beautiful people like you that this is all happening. We are all raising the bar strategically more and more. What do we call it? Like each and every one of us have that consciousness, and we raise the light all throughout the country, all throughout the world. That's why it's where we go when we go yell, right?
That's right. Aaron's trying to say Cappy was yelling. He sounded perfectly calm to me, Aaron. What are you yelling about now? No.
Well, you guys are still talking about the election, right?
Yeah.
Bioclandestine. Can I just read it? So Trump, it was from one of Trump's tweets.
Where are you reading it? Are you on Telegram? Or are you on Telegram?
We'll send it over, yeah. You want me to send it to Telegram?
Yeah.
Kyle.
Okay.
Kyle. All right.
Or
Charles said that he'll be back too. There you go. There it is. And then I'm going to send you another thing just in case maybe you wanted to go with it.
Well, you're doing pretty good. I only had 11 missed messages from you. Some people have like 150 with me that I didn't know about. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, they're probably all Operation Restoration, those ones. But these ones.
Oh, yeah. You have like the live stream and stuff. That's probably what it is. So, okay. At the very bottom, the Trump thing.
Yep. And I'm sorry, I just resent you another thing just in case you wanted to play either of those. Because the other one was really interesting along with the silver and everything. So I think it all ties into play with what we're witnessing.
A little video just for a break too. And then I saw some other people shared that one and I knew it must have been good too. So
yeah.
Let's take a look. Will you put us on the side while I read this one, Mel? Yes. Let's see here. The Democrats are a bunch. This is from Trump here. When was this one? Is this recent? This today?
Well, Bioclandestine just put this out.
Okay.
So
we'll see his decode here. The rest
of it. And then there's another one. So here's another one too. So right after you read this one, I'm sending you right meow because
okay.
I said meow.
You're glitching a little, Age.
That's all right.
Because it goes after holding the line for January 1st and what White Knight mentioned with the January 7th.
Okay.
Well,
yeah, we can hear you. It was a little glitch. I think we're okay.
glitchy.
We're okay. Or maybe sometimes you can hop back out, hop back in, and might see if it
I don't know.
fixes
It sounds like your mic was coming.
All right.
Yeah, or like a connection. So Trump here. Okay, so let's check out this little decode from BioClandestine. Got a big following over on X and whatnot. The Democrats are a bunch of cheaters and thieves that never want to do what's good for America. As an example, they refuse to even consider voter identification. What an absurd thing, right? Why? Of course, we've been talking about that a lot for several months now in Qschqql, because they want to cheat, and the Republicans should not put up with this and many other things any longer. Right, there he is. And then Clandestine says, here we go. Trump is calling out what the scheme is really about, election fraud. And just like I said, that's the Somalia scheme, all of it. It's ultimately to keep themselves in power. It's really kind of a double-edged sword. Again, we almost have to salute our enemy, how fucking cunning they were and the bullshit they pulled on us to put it right in our face like this. They're literally taking us from both sides, steal our votes and weaken us from economically and steal our wealth. Pretty wild. The Dems left the border open on purpose, encourage illegals to come here and vote for Democrats in exchange for our tax dollars via fraud. We must end the filibuster and pass the SAVE Act and save the Republic. Once the Dems' election fraud schemes are shut down, they lose all their power. Their treasonous coup is over, and we can begin to rebuild this nation. So that's also kind of right from a Q drop too. Let me see if I can find it fairly easily if I can search something. I think why post? Let me see this one. This will be interesting. No jobs. It's comparing. Let's see. Sometimes that's gonna be way too many. Ooh, maybe not. Take off Trump's tweets here for a second. Oh, and I can do graphs. There we go. I'm just kind of playing. I'm doing a couple things. Searching. I should have taught you guys some of this. You can do something here too. Is an interesting one. Is you can click drops with images. Drops with images. That's a nice way to find some things you're looking for. So I'm going to use that and then go to this. There's going to be a graphic that we've shown here. Here's a couple of them. Q drop 2689, 2690. Okay, you can see here it says estimated percentage of undocumented immigrants. This is from some map there, official government thing. It's the Washington Post, actually. Here's all the estimated percentage of undocumented immigrants. Washington, all throughout California, of course, the border states, Texas, Florida, on the East Coast here. It looks like South Carolina, North Carolina, and then all throughout the East Coast. And, of course, the Minnesotas or the red wave, the red wall or whatever it is. And then here overlaid is the counties that are won by blue and red. And so you can see the blue counties perfectly overlap where all the massive undocumented immigrants are. Imagine that. And that's what Q draws our attention to. And that's basically what Age is saying and BioClandestine saying here too. Only when the election harms the D party will they claim foreign interference. Keyword foreign. What about domestic interference? Non-city votes by county, or non-citizens, non-citizens promoted by county, non-citizens originating by county. Not sure what that is. Targeted districts breakdown by non-citizen data account. This is another thing too. Voter irregularities. Also, this is about cleaning up our voter rolls, right? But this is straight from the Q drops there with that illegal influx of immigration is also perfectly coincides with the areas that vote blue. It's all this big rig here. So this post is kind of long, so I'm not gonna go through that one. Maybe I'll do it to end it if you guys want to see it. It's a pretty powerful one. It's got a lot in there, but I just want to show the graphic to kind of show what Age was doing, and then let me do the rest of the BioClandestine before I go back to that.
I'm sorry, because you know what? I sent you a few because the next one you're gonna read with BioClandestine, it goes with the next ones that I sent underneath it, just to give you proofs of it. So you'll see them. I'm brutal. So, here I go.
Which one? That's okay. Which one next?
Well, I would just go with the BioClandestine one next.
Which
after
one?
that?
This one right
go
here?
Up a little,
the one before that one.
Go up a little bit.
Okay.
This one. This one right here.
Okay.
Yeah. This one was just posted at like 4:06 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, so here's the rest of some BioClandestine decode, which is again talking about this fraud here is for election fraud. We are removing the National Guard from Chicago, Los Angeles, and Portland, despite the fact that crime has been greatly reduced by having these great patriots in those cities, and only by that fact. Portland, Los Angeles, and Chicago were gone if it weren't for the federal government stepping in. We will come back perhaps in a much different and stronger form when crime begins to soar again. Only a question of time. It is hard to believe that these Democrat mayors and governors, all of whom are greatly incompetent, would want us to leave, especially considering the great progress that has been made. Okay, question mark, interesting. And then President DJT. That's the key part here too. We've taught that section 4, Article 4, Section 4 of the Constitution. You must protect your borders and the states too, right? And the people in it too. So interesting, all these connections playing out. And then BioClandestine says, holy shit, Trump just said he's removing the National Guard from Chicago, LA, and Portland, but says, quote, we will come back perhaps in a much different and stronger form. I remember he kind of said that when he left the White House the first time, allegedly, right? He is talking about sending in active duty military via the Insurrection Act. Wow. Okay. This comes after the Supreme Court ruling in Trump admin versus Chicago, where they ruled that Trump was not allowed to send National Guard troops to Chicago to defend federal buildings. But Kavanaugh outlined in his opinion that Trump would be allowed to send active duty U.S. military into Chicago via the Insurrection Act. We are one step closer to Trump invoking the Insurrection Act. Wow. Okay, and then here's for another one with BioClandestine. For all the morons squealing about when the arrests are coming, I've been telling you for years. The arrest of high-profile individuals will cause massive public backlash, and the U.S. military and National Guard must be in position as a standing deterrent. The public must also be informed as to why these high-profile individuals are being arrested before they are arrested. We can't just arrest Obama without the public being thoroughly downloaded on the situation, because it would cause mass chaos, civilian casualties, and perhaps a breakdown of society. I mean, sometimes you really don't stop and think about that, guys. I mean, there are people that truly, truly idolize Obama. There are people that are still totally full TDS on Donald Trump. Yeah. And some of these people are still their idols. And Donald Trump is the most hated man in America, just like those early Q drops say. And if these people literally got arrested right out of the way, there's going to be a significant backlash, even though it will be taken care of clean and swiftly. But there has to be things in place ready for that. Okay. The public must also be informed. Did I read this whole one already?
Yeah, you go to the next one.
And in addition, the National Guard will have 500 plus rapid response units for every state on standby beginning January 1st. And Trump is about to invoke the Insurrection Act to send the active duty U.S. military to cities nationwide. The public must be safeguarded, and that's already underway. There are many pieces that have to be in place before Trump can drop the final hammer, and the timeline doesn't give a flying F if you are feeling impatient. Those of you squealing are accomplishing nothing other than proving you're a prisoner to your emotion. So kind of calling out some of the fagas, or we call them more panicans. Yeah. That's the panicans and whatnot. But yeah, great dig there and decode. So the Insurrection Act still kind of confused me a little bit. Can you add anything, White Knight, or had more conversations certainly than I have? He said that he had the Insurrection Act stuff. What time did he say? Aaron, are you guys still in chat? He said
1:32.
Yeah, I think he did.
I feel like it was 123, wasn't it? Is it 132?
132, I thought.
That was January 7th.
January 7th, the day after January 6th. He gave the order 132. 132. But it's also 123, 132, 321.
Yeah, okay. All right, so we'll leave that at that there.
Hey, red folders.
Right, red folders. Okay, anything else? Let's see. Pentagon orders quick reaction force. Okay, you got the sauce there for me. I guess let me just show that while we'll still do a little Aegis decode.
217.
And then, we'll probably wrap it up here too. So here's some more stuff from Age. Pentagon orders quick reaction force of 500 troops per state. So that was October 30th, 2020.
This is all happening today because the National Guard, even though he's taking them out, like you just read, the Supreme Court, because of Chicago, what also comes out of Chicago, it's Obama and FISA, all of that. That includes with the election fraud and everything. So this is all quickly adding up to what we always assumed to be. It's
right, and it had to be this way, didn't it? Because, like you just said, we would have casualties, possibly civil war, if they would just go out and arrest these people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So here's the link of this article. This executive order 2, I haven't seen executive order 14339, additional measures to address the crime emergency in the District of Columbia. That was August 25th, 2025. So that's a very more recent one. And then who's that one?
It's me.
Okay, I'm going to read here. I think this is most of the article here, but remember this. Why do you think Trump signed an executive order instructing Hegseth to build a quick reaction force for every state National Guard. I'm also looking at like QFS. It almost looks like QRF. Yeah.
That's going to be important, because when that's cool that you saw it like that, Kyle, because the next video, because even with the silver and everything, midnight's a really important thing with this QFS and the crypto, and then going into January 1st, it's all, and the OCC and the things that were signed to give back to the people, and what it's just, it all. The video that I posted in your chat's gonna go crazy. Settle down, H.
No, that's good. Thank you. Okay, so I'm keep going. No, okay. Quick reaction force for every state National
like
Guard.
It's so exciting because we're on
trained in crowd. Don't get yourself in trouble out there, okay? No wrestling our men in uniform and whatnot. Let's just keep it cool here.
No men in black.
Quote, trained in crowd control and civil disturbance that can be ready to deploy to USC.
I love you. We've all had men in black moments, girl.
That's like a fucking awesome story, by the way. I didn't get to talk to you directly. That's that legendary shit. That's the kind of friends I got. If you're gonna go down big. Make it.
Yeah.
I got some good stories of exits we've had to make too. Trump is preparing for arrests and the public backlash that will come from the arrest of high-profile individuals. Trump is using the U.S. military to secure the nation before he drops the hammer. The deadline for these to be ready for deployment is 3 days. National Guard is building a quick reaction force, QRF, of some 23,500 troops trained in crowd control. Civil disturbances can be ready to deploy to U.S. cities by early next year, according to a leaked memo reported by multiple outlets Wednesday. Who's leaking this shit? Come on. October 8th memo, signed National Guard Bureau Director Major General Ronald Burkett, orders the Guard from nearly every U.S. state to train 500 service members. States with smaller populations, such as Delaware, will have 250 troops in force, while Alaska will have 350. Guam will have 100. Okay, the latest docs has stipulated that the Pentagon will send military trainers to the states and territories, so the QRF will be operational by January 1st, 2026.
By January 1st, 2026, which means midnight.
1-1.
Which means midnight.
1-1.
Midnight.
1-1.
Yeah.
Yep, midnight. Each state will be given 100 sets of crowd control equipment to be used to support this requirement, such as tasers, pepper sprays, all the shit they sprayed at you J6ers, you pregnant warlords, you sons of bitches, insurrectionists that were walked into the Capitol.
So 2 + 2 + 6 is what?
Should be a 0. It's a 10.
It's 10.
That would be 1,
restart.
right?
Yeah, 1.
1, 1, 1.
1, 1, 1, 1. All right, there you go. And look at that. You posted it on my time at 1:11 too. Check that out. That's kind of
holy cow.
Woo! Gosh, Q-tarded.
Bunch of tards in the house. All right. Well, I think that instead of dragging it on here, we're gonna wrap it up because we were supposed to take the next 2 days off. Looks like we might be working, and we'll find out. So if we have one,
well, maybe just play one last video, just for the QF.
We'll definitely do a video. Yeah, I'm just gonna
cool.
Out here. We'll still have a little fun for a couple more minutes. But I'm just getting lit. I'm leading into it.
Yeah.
Do you have a video you wanted us to play?
I sent it to you.
Okay.
Yeah. It's in the midst of all that jazz.
Very bottom one, the National Guard, or a different one?
It's above it. It's the one with the girl that you saw circling around.
Oh yeah. This will be a good one.
Yeah.
So we'll play this. We'll come right back though. Let's play this. Come right back, and we'll wrap everything up. We'll talk about what we're gonna do the next couple of days.
Aye.
Jay put QRF 41 AT&T.
Okay. Oh, nice. So QRF is 41. Seems like it'd be more than that. 17, 18, 35, and 641. Okay.
Which is 5G. All that jazz. Spear fingers.
Spear fingers.
And then he put this here. Think Signal app, military, satellite, communications engaged.
I wonder if we were talking about the Kofifi thing too, like
Yes.
the Kofifi. I wonder if this connects to Kofifi Act because the military, or the president's, even essentially the Kofifi Act. We're talking about on Telegram. You guys kind of missed some good stuff. We weren't recording that one either. Shocker.
That was a really good
one. We weren't. That was good.
And okay, so the Kofifi Act. What was it about?
I
It's like
can bring it up.
telecommunications.
But essentially, it's like it's the Trumps or any of the president doesn't say which POTUS, any social media declaration.
Mm-hmm.
Just not if you can hear me. Is there
Oh,
any
yeah,
other
you can. Oh my gosh, what is going on here? I guess we are live. I thought for sure we were froze up.
We didn't know.
Oh, you're muted. Now you're muted too. Asia came here. She's like looks up and I was like right on cue. I was like, okay, I guess it's
No,
working.
I
But
figured
she's
I was like, oh, we're
telephone.
live.
Yeah, you're like telepathy. How you doing,
She
Adam?
knows.
I didn't know you were still there. Did you have a good time with your Sasquatch family?
Yes, it's fantastic. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Did you say sarcastic or fantastic?
Fantastic, sarcastic is as well. Yes.
All right,
Aaron, come on in and tell it because I don't
What,
know.
Aaron's
you
in
know,
here? Oh,
yeah,
what?
Aaron is like dropping stuff. So
No,
here.
we're gonna meet
She
her
goes
up.
like
We're gonna have to meet her up.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
2,
see, so it was
white-
12:32, right?
White knight
1, 2,
because
3.
I said +1, hence rook looking
Up,
up.
drop
drip.
123.
Drip.
Drop looking. Oh, we gotta do the ing. We didn't do that today. I don't think we're gonna get to it.
And then she puts this too on 1/7/21, if I remember
Ooh.
correctly. In a moment, yeah, knows.
It was
Okay,
1/7.
so
Yep.
January 7th would be 107. Also, that's interesting. 21, if I remember correctly. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Your nose. Nice. All right, let's play this little video that Adrian shared with us, though, real quick, and we'll come right back.
The quantum financial system. That's been something we've been hearing about for a few years, right? But we've never really had any solid evidence, other than what others have told us about this. And a few little drops here and there. But when it comes to actually seeing it on a government website or a financial website, we really haven't seen it until now. I seen this on a video and decided to go check for myself. So I did, and it's there. I want you to go to, it's occ.gov. It's going to take you to here. Then I want you to click the little search thing up there. Once you hit the search thing, it's going to lead you to start typing in what you want to look for. You hit Q, and it automatically comes up, right? So you go ahead and click that. That takes you here to this. Just go ahead and click that first one right there. It's going to have you download it. Now this right here is an email. It says it's forwarded from the Office of the Comptroller of Currency in Washington, D.C., where Michael Chamberlain has been working with the acting comptroller of currency to ensure the immediate disbursement of your funds. Here you will find the guarantee letter identifying the actions needed to be taken so that we here may ensure the arrival of your international settlement funds to your bank capture line this same week. Alright, now I want you to go to page 2. Right here is where it gets a little interesting. In the second paragraph it says, in preparation for the global currency reset and arrival of the quantum financial system currently running parallel, any international financial activity regulated by their respective agency must strictly comply with no tolerance to all protocol and regulations stipulated in the International Quantum Initiative Act, passed by the U.S. House of Representatives and approved by the UN and USMCA, formerly known as NAFTA. This means all financial obligations involved in the finalization of this and any other international settlement must be satisfied in full and specifically by the registration or registered beneficiary. I just thought it was so interesting to see that the quantum financial system is currently running parallel. So that's just a sign, just a little bit of hope that maybe the star has been activated and it's just running parallel. I don't know, but I thought it was worth a share. Now don't take my word for it. Make sure you go check it out yourself. Just recorded this whole video.
Nice. As always, do your own research there. There is a quantum.gov website also. Hi guys, how is everybody doing? I'll be your entertainment for today. My minions on the side will add in their little tidbits at the appropriate time. I had some hydroxychloroquine here. It fucking came after me. It was under pressure, fermented situation. So, careful doing things at home. No. Anyways,
moving on.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna probably start closing that. But anyway, want to mention Operation Restoration one more time.
You're thinking in there.
Yeah, just mention Operation Restoration one more time. Maybe I can even show the Telegram channel for that too, and then what nights you guys usually do your thing. Want to tell everybody that?
Say that one more time.
What's going on in your head, girl?
Yeah, she's.
Oh.
What's your Operation Restoration channel?
Because I wanted to blend that in. So that video that we just listened to, even though you have to do your own research, because I did go onto the OCC.gov website from that video yesterday, and I did see the letters that she was talking about. But you know, I just wanted to like tie it into why would something like that and the transferring over of that type of quintessential like power be effective with the National Guard and everything going into our cities and banks and silver and stuff like that.
That's a great dig. So what did you find?
I was just, you know, I haven't found everything yet, but I'm working on a decode.
Darth Vader's back. Is Qschqql there? Pistol is singing there. Okay. So
election policy fights, right? So the election policy fights, we have the federal force with the National Guard, with the legal fights.
What are you talking about right now?
So so how to like to tie it all in together. So when we have the election policy,
okay,
right? So the SAVE Act, right? Passed on the House of 410-25, which is down to DJT is 410, right? 410-20. And the Senate filibuster, right? So then we have the federal force of the National Guard, SCOTUS deal with Trump, Illinois, and Kavanaugh to tie.
Can you say that again?
Like you need
because you kind of dropped a little.
Military, right? And then the QFS to Sarah.
This one's her.
So right? For number 2, like with the Federal Reserve and with the federal force of the national.
AG Pooh, can you hear us? Try to hop back in real quick. We're having a little connection problem. I'm going to read what the girl said on the video. If you hear this, put that in the private chat. Let her know to hop back, come back in. Okay. I'm going to read this thing that the girl put on this video. Here's from that video that we just watched. So it says, pay attention. This is what you need to know about the quantum financial system. Again, I know she probably said some of this. It's hard for me to listen with that background music too that she had. The quantum financial system is not coming. It's already here. We've all kind of talked about, I know I've talked about this quite a bit. Like there's this, it's going to have to be running parallel to everything else going on for this to actually work properly. If Age, I'm gonna finish reading this and we'll come back right back. I don't know if you got a chance to hop back in. We had a little connection with you. Anyways, the QFS is not coming. It's already here. Again, it makes sense. It would already be running in parallel. They have to test everything out, guys. And it's also your free will. Like, do you want to start getting on this system already? You can take the steps to do that. Again, we got the people in our Telegram chats to teach you through that process, your sovereignty, and you can start claiming some of this stuff. Again, I wish I knew it better, but I know it's out there. So everyone's called to whichever topic. We're gonna always kind of point the way to different things. It's on you to take the ball the rest of the way to the hoop or whatever the analogy you want there. So if you're back here, Age, let me finish reading this and then add what you want to say. This is basically what she was saying, but I'm just reading it here. So the quantum financial system is not coming. It's already here. Again, it would be running in parallel. And like what we talked about recently with the gold and silver, X22 report did a great job on it. Like we have to have a competing system too, so that people see this other one's way, way better. Kind of makes a lot more sense than like a black swan event where we have a full, stock market crash and this collapse would freak everybody out. And as I've always said, like that would be they'd put that on Donald Trump no matter what. Imagine how the media would spin that. It would always be on him, unless, again, the other possible way, I haven't found that video yet since I talked about it, but if they went into Fort Knox and there's no gold there, the same situation would happen. Gold would skyrocket and everything kind of destabilized. So we talked about a silver swan event too, like silver spikes. Maybe that's going to happen again, but we'll have the both systems competing, one so that they've tested it out already. And it's already operating, and then people's free will is already going on to it. And then same thing, it's like the system's still here if you want, but it's shitty, it's falling apart. This other thing is going to benefit the people, and you're going to have an abundance, all this stuff. People are going to start, they still have to choose to kind of go there. I mean, I feel like nobody knows for sure. That's just something I kind of believe inside. There's a little bit of a law of free will choice in that situation, okay? And it's not just a new way to bank, it's the only way to survive what's coming next. So that's for even like the banks as well. Like they're saying, NISARA, GSARA bars aren't just gold, they're humanity's rescue package. Conspiracy truth they don't want you to know. the quantum financial system was developed in secret by the white hats to free humanity from debt slavery. I honestly believe that also includes like something like Bitcoin. Tim's done some decodes on that too, where Trump kind of points it out like it's a good thing. And you know, the Satoshi guy, he seems to me connected like Snowden or something like that, you know, and everything the enemy planned to use to like destroy us or defeat us, we will use to defeat them. So the White House have taken all these things over, and we're going to be in control. It's going to be a system that makes sense, right? And actually benefits people. And it's truly, you have true, what do you call it? Privacy with your money, but also we can track where illegal activity is happening too. And it's all going to work in a way that we probably don't understand. The Galactic Federation to prepare Earth for interstellar trade, ancient Earth alliances to restore gold-backed prosperity, quantum scientists who escaped the deep state. These bars are the physical manifestation of that alliance's rescue mission. This is your final rescue portal. Clicker left behind, be left behind. All right, so there's that. And then what do you want to add with that? Anything, Age, that we got you back?
Well, no, I'm just like, I just want to propose this thought because it is New Year's Eve and like the banking systems and everything go down automatically because of the holidays, probably a little around after January 2nd, right? So that's considered like a system shutdown. And with everything that we've been focused on with the silver and what we've been seeing, I don't know if I'm glitching, but with all of that, it's just, hi, Tim. Hi, Matthew Q.
Matthew Q's in the house, everybody. Dinner time over there. Tim 17, Matthew Q household. He's got the Thor shirt on, rock and roll. He's grubbing down, making us all hungry over here. I guess we've been going a long time, a while, so we probably all get hungry learning all this stuff.
Oh.
Right on. Love it, Age. It's so cool to have you here. Thanks for being
I just think it's all tying together, like, hold the line thing in the White House video. Like, hold the line and just metals, hold on to the silver, don't sell, you know what I mean? It's just coordinating together. And like the Supreme Court against Trump with Illinois, and then capping off on top of that it would have to be active duty military. Because if we do see things, with everything starting to go crazy with the 2020 election, inks, et cetera, we're the active duty military within our cities without a doubt, because there will be looting, there will be people going crazy, and it will be worse than the BLM riots, if you ask me. It has to get worse before it gets better, and that's why they're preparing the military, and that's why we've been prepared as Anons to know what this season actually is coming forth with. And so I'm ready. Ring it in.
Yeah.
Swift.
Yeah, it's all kind of coming to a precipice, guys. We've got, the election fraud of even 2016 from Obama. Adam, you want to come on here? I'm just trying to come on, probably. Get Adam back on here. So anyways, everything's coming to a head. It's kind of like with the Q drops, like everything that's been talked about is playing out today. So full circle with all that, election fraud, corruption, money laundering, the votes, all these things are all rolling to a head. So, and also justice, right? We've been waiting for it. And it's got to get to that point, especially before the 2026. We can't, us as Anons, like, even though, again, Tim and I have talked about the length of this plan, but it's like we can't get on board I can't get on board to tell my people to go vote if we don't even know the elections are secure. We got voter ID rolls still out there that are just messed up, but this is also our job to go there to your local, election things. Scott, if you're still with us, Scott, maybe put in the chat where your election thing is. That's your website that you do the election stuff in Colorado. Y'all can reach out to Scott also too. It'll help you guys connect, and maybe other states. Y'all got to get involved. We've talked about that quite a bit. A lot of different resources out there too. So get involved, and we're going to help you do that too on Qschqql. But y'all got to help us out. Do the other part too. We got to do this together. Keep spreading the word and taking action. Take our country back.
Yep. Yep. For sure. Do we have time for one more?
One more. And then I'll look for a closing video while you do that. Go ahead.
Okay. Midnight is 84, and a reduction of that and Mir is 48. So midnight tonight with New Year's Eve and everything like that. I think that. Give me some. Adam, do you got any numbers? That one? 84 and 48. Weren't we doing that earlier?
Yes, we were. And there's all kind of numbers. That's the beautiful thing about gematria is it teaches you how to look at things from a different angle. But so for example, like 4-8 or 8-4, however you want to. 4-8 spelled out is 109, right? 17 spelled out is 109. In reverse ordinal, it's 134. 13 and 4 is 17. So it's always going to go back to Q.
That's right. Let's go.
Where it all started, and -48 said, like, right when the sperm enters the egg, it makes the Q, right, at the moment of conception. So you are Q. We're all Q in the beautiful spark of life there. So what a beautiful thing, huh?
Cool.
That's right.
So I got some Scotty
me.
Marr. I got 2 choices, so we'll see. I don't know about giving ladies choice. We got Hold the Line. You just mentioned Hold the Line. We got I think we almost got to go with it. We got Armor of God. Maybe we'll open whatever show we're doing next time. We'll do Armor of God. I think we do Hold the Line. Who says that?
We lost Age with this.
Toto.
Okay, she doesn't get a vote anyways. We voted that woman off the island.
I think she had one more decode.
Oh shit! No more decodes, Age. We're gonna have to meet you up. We're gonna have to meet you up again.
One more.
Okay, one more. I kid. What you got?
Okay, go girl.
No, I don't have any more. I think I'm really lagging hard.
All right.
Let's play this little. She got the little clip about the National Guard here. Let's play this one. It's like a minute. What else we got? 119, 911 meters. They're keeping an eye on Adam down there. Adam Charles Barron down there. Louisiana. All right, anyways, there's our guys. There's our guys in blue. So we love y'all. Let's rock and roll. We'll see y'all soon. We're gonna rock and roll. Hold the line. Thanks for everyone for showing up. Thanks for showing out. I'm gonna be reading the comments afterwards. Thank you guys for all the amazing comments and things you did. Thank you, Age. Shout out to our brother Sean too. Thank you, Tim, for sucking up. Thank you, Matthew Q, for making an appearance. Also, Adam Charles Brad, super excited to have you here, brother. Thanks for sharing some of your talents and your wisdom, your love, and of course, Age and MelzieKaye. Thank you, ladies. Been wonderful.
You're all badasses. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget that. You and I say you as in everybody listening too. You answered the call. You don't want to see a world full of fraud and evil and shit like that, and it starts here. You know what I mean? It starts inside of you. That's why Q says you have more than you know. Being aware and being having that conscious awareness of wanting to do the right thing and being the best you. There's one mission here: be the best you that you can be, no matter what's going on around you. You know what I'm saying? So that's I yield.
Heck yeah. I'm going to give you guys just a real list before you play it off real quick. 84, Midnight, 84. Gold Standard, 84. Quantum Ledger, 84. Freedom Code, 84. Oh my goodness. Divine Economy, 84. Global Reset, 84. Wealth Transfer, 84. Angel Bankers, 84. Perfect Balance, 84. Heaven's Vault, 84. God's Plan, 84. And for 48s, Silver Key, 48. Faith Fund, 48. Cash Flow, 48. Seed Bank, 48. True Value, 48. Pure Coin, 48. Open Vault, 48. New Trade, 48. Trust Act, 48. Unity Bond, 48. Safe House. With that, I yield.
Love you guys. You're freaking awesome. All right. We're going to wrap it up. We're going to hold the line. We got Scotty Marr. And y'all make sure you do notifications. Our YouTube channel at Qschqql. We've been showing on the ticker. Put on there one more time now.
Oh, wait, one more thing.
Oh, no.
No. Okay, here it is. So I think on Saturday we're going to be doing a show with Brad, with Dad Brad. And we're going to do kind of like a tuning and kind of talking about more of a spiritual thing. And maybe show how to do horoscopes, how Brad does horoscopes with people. So, and that'll be on all of our channels at 3 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, so just, again, make sure you guys add notifications, everybody, for our different channels. Again, YouTube's let's put that ticker up now as we explain all of our different channels. Y'all can see them on the ticker there. Rumble channel, Hammer Time, Rapid Fire Q News. Just search Hammer Time. It's the long one with the Q military patch. I was showing that a second ago. All of our recordings in one nice spot there. They are now on YouTube. YouTube's unlocked, so we're over there on the Qschqql with all Qs. So those main two. Of course, my X account. If you guys are watching on X, please hit like and share the live, and also follow. Help me build that up. We're on the X account. Appreciate you guys all sharing out the live. All you guys, all you beautiful people. I got to catch up on all the comments and stuff you guys had for us today, but thank you guys so much. Let's see how many we got. 203 over there on X. Those, thank you guys. Also had tons of people on Rumble all day today, and YouTube also. So thank you guys. Love.
Yes.
Right on. All right, here we go. Some Scotty Marr, and we're out of here. Love you guys. Hold the line, baby. Hold the line. We're getting our justice. Patriots are
Stay
getting
with me.
their
Hold the line. Stay with me. Brothers, what we do in life echoes in eternity.
Strengthen on. Strengthen on.
At my signal, unleash hell.
Nobody said it would be easy. Nobody said that it would all be fine. But to get where we're going, brother, you gotta hold the line. It ain't a matter if, no, it's just a matter of time. But to get where we're going, sister, Stay steadfast, tread lightly, 'cause they looking for a reason to knock you down, but you can't ask too politely. In the trenches, you gotta get loud and hold the line. Hold the line. Don't let 'em know you're behind.
Each system did away with a free press.
Closely associated with the city of New York. You, of all people, understand the passion surrounding 9/11. What do you say to those family members who protested earlier this week and will be doing so again on Friday?
Well, nobody's gotten to the bottom of 9/11, unfortunately, and they should have, as to the maniacs that did that horrible thing to our city, to our country, to the world. So nobody's really been there.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, everybody. 107 out in Italy. We'll get them back. We'll have Professor Clements. Make sure